Welcome. Welcome everyone to tonight's events. We'll be kicking things off here and quickly jumping into combat before long because that's where we left off. However, before we do that, let's check in with our fine folks and see how everyone's doing. Mr. Matinahat, tell us what's going on in your
Oh,
world.
well, as I was saying a little bit earlier, I've had a little bit of headaches and stuff the last couple of days, so I've been a little bit, I guess, under the weather. But I'm doing okay besides. I'm waiting to hear back about a course for the next couple of years. I'm hoping to get into that. And I've started prep for my big Eberron Pathfinder 2 game, which I have 4 groups playing through that. So we're getting started here in about 2 weeks' time for Chapter 2, which is very exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Besides that, on Twitch, haven't been especially active here. I do have a Saturday night regular stream that I missed out on last night because of the headaches, but that is playing through the Borderlands series, and I'm trying to play a little bit of Risk and other games here and there wherever I can with all the real life stuff. But yeah, that's most stuff for me.
Well, hope you get feeling better and appreciate you hanging out and being here. And good luck with all that. It's sounds like an awesome campaign thing you got going on there with your Pathfinder 2 with all that.
Yeah, it's really,
Stuff.
really fun. I should mention as well before we move on that I am actually writing a system at the moment, which is a D10 dice pool system. So I've been iterating upon that, and I am probably going to be doing a test here toward the end of the year for that, and seeing if people like it. We will see.
Sweet. That was awesome, man. If you want some people to try it out, let us know. All
Sure will.
right. So,
All kinds of stuff. What's going on with you?
you know,
I got I said it was 8 earlier, but I remembered it is 7 now because I added a game to my tabletop role-playing game lineup, but I'm fixing to start working Saturdays starting next week, so I won't be able to do my home group anymore unless we can pick another day. So we might be back down to 7 again, even though I just added one. Working on playing through The Witcher on the channel. Made some good progress, or some decent progress that I was happy with last night, and hopefully we can make some more progress this next week. And I am in the process of working on bringing back Miserable Mondays to the channel, where we do chat versus streamer. Looking at either The Long Dark or State of Decay for one of those, but not sure yet. And fixing to probe my Discord channel for some channel point spend ideas, so we can get chat versus streamer back on the channel.
awesome. That's awesome. Looking forward to it, man. Azrael, what is going on with you, sir? You're getting pretty excited. You're getting your setup all going.
Oh my god, I'm so close. So close. So if I look like I'm cold, it's because I am. The air handler in our house went, like, the control board went kaput. So it's 35 degrees outside, and it's
Not
just,
much more inside.
it's like 60 inside, and it's just so
All right.
bad.
I am sorry, dude.
It's fine. We've got space heaters, but so every time I put a space heater in this room, the office, it's the same room that has 2 PCs pulling power. Not to mention, like, so the office is
Yes.
a part of, like, the circuit that the office is on actually happens to be the circuit that the entire bottom floor of the house is on. I didn't know this. So I plugged the heater in the next room and turned it on, and within 5 minutes it just went. So I have to depend on the
Oof.
heat that is generated from 2 PCs to warm me.
Oof.
It's fine.
Oof.
But no, so that's the reason why this is on, and the reason why I'm in
Yeah.
all this, and so but no, I'm really happy. I got my capture card today. I got one of the Razor rip saws. It's working really
Nice.
well. The next thing to tackle is getting the audio feed and the mic stuff working pretty well. Probably do that after we finish up.
Cool.
Yeah, other than that, I'm like raring to go. I've got all my game platforms and all my games put on my gaming rig. I'm raring to go. So
Rock and roll. Awesome.
all follows are appreciated.
Indeed.
What about you, DM? We've spent a couple of weeks here talking about ourselves. Haven't really heard much from you. Why don't you tell us about what you?
Well, I
are up
usually
to
like
besides
hollering you guys
playing?
out because you guys aren't streaming tonight. I'm streaming, so people usually can come back and check me out anyways. But I've been doing Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, nice.
Trying to wrap that up and go for some others. So, but yeah, I usually have stuck to checking out you guys because not everyone necessarily knows what's going on in your channels. And those who are here already are connected with my channel and can follow and see mine easily. And so I'm like, they can check out what I'm doing pretty easily there. But I appreciate it. But yeah, basically that we finished up my son. I play with him today, Saturdays, and we just finished up the storyline on Raft.
Excellent.
That's
So-
great.
We'll see what's
we
next.
should mention that our missing member has also safely had their
Yes.
son. So that is wonderful. Mum and Bub are doing well. So congratulations out
Absolutely.
there if you're watching.
Congrats, Raven.
And,
Yes.
Hey, Raven. Hi, Leo.
That is, I'm so glad everything went well on that. I know how stressful that can be. And it's nice when things go well, they're healthy, and you're like, okay. So, all right, without further ado, let's jump into combat where we left off last time. Bullets flying, blood dropping.
Love you, Doc. Oh man.
Doc took a number of hits and has been not doing well. There's a group coming out that the people, our lovely compatriots, aren't fully aware of. They can see him now. Well, Seamus and Doc
I can't. I can't. And on the map, I can't.
Yeah.
But I can see it on the.
Yeah, you
on the
and
stream.
Zid can't really make
Yeah.
out the enemies as of yet, but Doc and Seamus are in only partial cover, and so they are able to see them. However, Doc has taken a number of wounds and is currently in a wounded state. And if he takes too much more, then he might go down. Luckily, he has more health than... Is he the one that has the most health in the whole party?
Yeah,
I
he
think
does.
so.
He's got what, 80?
Oof.
Don't think he has
Or is
80.
it 60? Or is it 60?
He has 50, so it's actually the same as Seamus.
Holy shit.
Why does he have
And his
50?
body is 7. Seamus, what's your body?
But it's not just body.
Oh, okay. It's body and willpower, right?
I believe it's both, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
my
yeah.
body's 5.
Your willpower must be 7.
His will is 6 and his body is 5.
Okay.
It's the average rounded up.
Okay. I remember whenever I was putting those things together, I was looking at the grid and I was like, this is the amount of HP that I want. So I just started like figuring like what I would need between willpower and body. So
Okay. Well, either something's wrong with Seamus's health, or he is the same as Doc.
Hmm.
Alright, well, whatever the case may be, Blackstone, it is your turn.
It is. Looking forward to.
And by the way, Lady Vengeance, welcome.
Let's see. So, I'm obviously gonna move. I think last time I had moved up to.
Yes, you had moved up
I wanna
to
say I'd moved up to
here.
right there. Yeah.
Oop.
Oh shit! I bet. No, that's okay. I got it. Okay. Yeah, I moved up there so I could get a look at
Right.
these two right here on the front. So.
You also wanted to
remember
make
that.
sure that you were within range, so
Yeah.
that you could use your gun on them and
Yeah,
actually be
there you
able
go.
to have a DV-15 instead of a
yeah.
DV-20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I there?
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, so
I just remeasured to show everyone watching.
sweet. Let's target this. I think I'm gonna target this one because it's one or the other, cover or no cover. There's no partial, so
Mhm.
I think I'll target the one closer to me.
Okay, yeah. It's 15 on either one of them.
Yeah. So let's go to my page. Come on. Alright. I'm gonna roll attack. Oh. Do we regen our luck, or is that after the fact?
We'll go ahead and regen it because the rule states that you regen it every session.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with rules as written for now.
Mhm. Cool.
I see reasons to not since we're mid-combat,
Yeah.
but we really aren't supposed to
Fine.
usually end mid-combat either.
I'm
So
not gonna use the luck right now anyway. Alright.
it's all good.
Heavy energy pistol.
It's a legitimate thing to ask.
Mhm. Confirm. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Could have been the other way around, right?
It really could.
poor thing.
It's fine. It's just a warm-up roll.
Wow.
Yikes.
Alright, what am I looking at?
Jam.
What's the
Jam, yeah.
Okay. And I guess I'll spend the other action to unjam.
You use an action to move.
No, but I get the rate of fires too. So can I take the second?
No, it's
second fire
all
damage?
part of one action. So then it basically
Okay.
it makes it so you can't do your other, which is
Well,
extra terrible.
Okay.
Which is the point of not having poor quality weapons, which is why I gave you poor quality weapons.
Okay.
I told you the first chapter's learning.
Oh, that's cool. It's fine.
So
Works.
you do have movement if you want to step back into cover. Let's see, you moved, what, 2, 3?
Yeah.
So
I'm
1, 2.
considering. I mean, like they know I'm there now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I'll duck back in. It won't let me do anything.
You're having troubles.
I'm having a lot of. Hang on. Okay, I can do it this way.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's I'm not faulting you.
I'm hoping that
I'm
I'm
puzzled
hoping- Sorry.
because we had that same issue where your character, your pawn got deleted too. It's like,
Yeah.
what
A
happened?
few times. So I'm hoping that fire, that first fire, kind of like WTF. They're like WTF.
Mhm.
Like there's more than just the two, and it kind of throws them off, and maybe they come down here. I mean, it's not like they can get very far, but at least they know where everybody is. They haven't seen Zid yet. Thank goodness. Right?
Mhm.
Zid, did you take a shot?
I have not.
Okay, so they do not know you were there. So that's
Correct.
good.
He readied an action last time.
Okay.
So you see him there with
Haven't
his
had any
his
of
out
them-
ready.
Yeah, it's ready. Yeah.
Cool.
Ready. 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 Ready.
This is like, come on! It's that sway animation that you see in all.
Time for Zid to save the day. Save the day for us, Zid.
Right. It's just
You guys
it's
suck.
funny that it's the whole.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Fuck, I'm not ready.
Right.
It's like just one word on its lips. Grenade.
Oh, that is great. All right, so I need to.
Person abides it. I'm sorry, man.
All right. This one's up. It's technically a pistol as well. I need to give them assault rifles. That would end things real nice and quick.
What was that about learning that you were saying just a few moments ago?
I heard. I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Oh, you know, just gotta help you learn quicker, right?
Yeah, but by TPKing us in this third session. Nice.
So I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility that if somebody in the back shoots through those 6, that they would hit those 6? If they like.
I didn't
roll
see
bad?
any rules on that, so I need to refresh how that works.
Sure. Figured I would bring it up. Maybe.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing to
Firing
ask.
through a crowd. I mean, like there's always like innocent bystanders, quote unquote.
Right? Yeah, no, I hear you, and
Yeah.
I need to look into that further. We're all kind of, the most experienced
Learning.
people possible on this system.
Yeah. I'm sure we could get what's his name?
Oh no!
Man.
Like
Oh no!
Oh man.
oh shit! Damn.
Oh man! And I was really looking forward to that one hitting because he does extra damage. Well,
We
That
have what?
didn't happen.
4 people with jams now.
And one person like stunned.
Because I think 2 of them have jams, or maybe
And-
one of them stunned and one
I
is
know
jammed.
one of them stunned. Yeah.
I've got a jam, and
I've got a
you've got a
jam.
jam now.
Yep.
Yep. No,
This
there's
is the
there's quite a lot of
problem with
jams.
having
Which
shitty weapons.
you should have got better weapon. Oh wait, you did.
We did.
Yeah.
We got the best we could.
No, I
I
know.
legitimately-
That's what I was laughing about because it's actually not your guys' equipment, right? It's not your guns.
The
that are having
weapons that
problem.
we actually bought were stolen from us, damn it! By our evil
What I was saying?
GM, who we love and adore, but secretly.
Oh, damn you!
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you there.
Love you, man.
I'm glad my guns can't jam. They can.
Alright.
They can. All poor quality can jam. Oh.
He's talking about guns.
Oh. They can jam differently.
I mean, like everything can jam.
He's talking about his muscles, guns. But I'm
Ah.
still saying those can
Oh,
jam
okay. Yeah,
differently.
that makes sense. Yeah.
But if they shoot a stun on him, that kind of fixes that aspect, right? Oof, still 20. No, I don't want to target. I want to target player.
So, is there any penalties to like shooting through 2 people right in front of you to try and get someone way down the corridor like that?
I think, yeah, that was
I
what
didn't
that was
see
what I asked
anything
earlier.
that said that. So I need to look into that further. So I will make that be my assignment this week. That's a miss.
Oh wow.
He needs a 20 right now. The TV is 20. Oh, he jammed.
Okay, more of those is what we want to see.
Oh man, that is so funny. Jam, 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 jam.
Everyone's just like, what the heck, man?
Why are my guns jamming? I need to give them longer range weapons. The pistol DV is not as nice.
Pistol DB sucks.
Well, I guess that means you guys might want to spend your IP on getting some shoulder arms or something. Well, if it makes you feel better, this guy's a DB20 as well.
Jesus.
He's halfway there.
Good God.
God.
Oh, man. Oh. Another jam.
I mean, I imagine
is
that the
unfucking
guy
real.
that yelled out, rain fire upon him or whatever they yelled out in the last session, sitting there going, what?
Yeah, basically. Why are you all having your guns jam? Come on. And this is funny. Digital dice are loaded. Well, they're loaded in your favor then. I guess you better not be complaining.
I don't know. Me and Blackstone may not agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sucks.
Well, I mean, they've been not rolling.
That doesn't even hit. Like, that wasn't even a terrible roll, and it still doesn't hit.
No. They're not that skillful of people. They're not edge runners. These are basic goons.
Yeah, these are like, what, low level goons?
Yeah, they're just basic mooks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doc is
I mean,
up.
the most trained one is like the one in the back, like the boss.
Yeah. And even
But he's at the
not.
back, so he can't like
Yeah.
shoot anything because
So, like, if you were to go and find, like, some basic gangers, not like booster gangers, right? But, like,
yeah,
basic street scum gangers, or,
Mhm.
like, entry-level security guards or beat cops, right? Not anything good. That's what these guys are.
yeah.
These are the basic.
I mean, they're like privates right out of basic training,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
if that.
They have zero experience.
Yeah. So this level should be something you guys can handle easily,
Yeah.
which you can,
If our shit wouldn't jam,
right? Doc is up.
If someone threw a grenade.
or a fucking dumbbell.
Do any of you guys want to? When you guys want to choose what Doc does, I think he was potentially saying to let Dimension do it. If he
I mean,
wants to.
honestly, I think he needs to stabilize. If it's possible, can he stabilize?
You could spend a turn to
Is that
stabilize if you
possible
wanted. He wouldn't
What?
in
heal.
combat?
Okay.
You wouldn't heal,
All right.
but yes, you do need to stabilize before you can heal.
Okay.
If he gets hit again, he would have to re-stabilize again.
Yeah.
Is that beneficial at all to do during combat? Sounds like it's not.
If
like,
you're
he's not
Down,
going
yes.
down anymore unless it's hit, right?
Right. So, but if he did go down, right, 0, and he was going to be dying
Yeah,
if
if
you
he
don't
goes
do
down.
something, you'd want to drag him back into the room or something, stabilize him, and tell him to stay put. Which,
But he
he'd be
just-
unconscious, so it wouldn't
Him
matter.
stabilizing
Anyways.
himself right now is not really going to do much, right?
Yeah.
So
Throw another
just toss a
dumbbell or two.
grenade and step all the way back into the room so that he's not in direct fire.
There you go.
So, the grenade we have is tear gas. So, he was messaging me and said his plan was to wait and see if they come down the hall a little bit, and get so we can get a few more of them, so they're not right there. But I mean, if we want to go ahead and try to throw the tear gas in the room, we can try that. But again, it's just tear gas. It's not going to blow them up. So
Yeah.
And I know at least 2 of us have jammed guns right now, so I don't know how. It lasts a minute, right? So I don't know if that gives us a bonus to hit them if they have tear gas up.
I
Tear
think it
gas
just
doesn't.
gives them. I think it just gives them a penalty.
Yeah.
Man, they don't. We don't need them to have penalties. Like you guys might need them to have penalties. Seamus and Doc might need them to have penalties, but Zid and I don't need them to have anything. They can't hit us.
Right now, no. And
Correct.
they haven't shown their faces
Yeah.
in the corridor.
And knock on
Well,
wood.
what's funny or bad is that the ones in the back are
Mhm.
technically the ones who have the lower initiative, so they can't move because the guy's in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't they can't move through the others, right? Like you have to
Yeah.
everybody has to get out of the way first.
Oh, okay.
They might be able to squeeze through, but they'd have to get all the way through, right? And they don't
Yeah,
have that
that's-
high of a move.
I was
So-
gonna say that's a movement penalty.
Yeah. And so like they could get partially through. One row back could get over the front ones, but the ones behind them couldn't. They don't have a very high move. They're basic street scum.
Raven
But
wants
yeah.
to hide and stabilize.
Hide and stabilize first. Okay.
Mhm. So I would say like dump into the gym. Is there a
Can
way?
he, is it possible for him to step back and? Well, I guess no, it probably wouldn't work if he's stepping back.
Did you want to stabilize? So we'll stabilize. DP. I think it's 17. Ooh, that doesn't stabilize because of your penalty.
That sucks. But at least he's out of like firing range.
Yes. Pull up the DV value I remembered. I should probably have that up.
Yeah, I would say that like Raven jumping into the gym and like closing the door behind him gives him probably a few turns.
Yeah.
So he's probably got a few more rolls of stabilize that he can do.
Does that door
DV
open?
seriously wounded is 13. Mortally wounded is 15. Actually, he may have just passed. Wound state is seriously wounded. Yeah, so he just barely made it. I was off. I thought it was 15. It's only 13. So he did just make the
Oh,
stabilization.
good. Whew. That's really good.
All right, what were you asking? Sorry.
Does the door that he's behind open out into the corridor or into the room?
It opens sideways
It
into the
looks-
walls.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it just like
Oh, it's a
it's a pocket door.
right. Gotcha.
I think all these are pocket doors, right?
Sure. It's more sci-fi that way. But that's his turn. 2 actions. So next is one of them. This one's in the front. He's gonna go out to get cover.
I shoot him because I have a prepared action.
You would need to take have taken a half step out. Is that what you wanted to do?
I mean, if that's what's required,
You can't
then
see him.
that's what he would have done.
Well, you can't see around
I
the
mean-
corner that way. That's why I asked. So like there, you're like halfway, but you're out enough that you wouldn't see the guy around the corner. But when he stepped up, you'd see him. But you would see him when he steps here, and you would be able to take your fire.
My narration was that I was getting ready to shoot as soon as they stepped out. So
which would mean you would be around the corner there halfway, aiming down the hall. Yeah, that's kind of how I took it. Just wanted to verify.
Yep, that's
and
fine.
that you're at a DV-15.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
So
nice.
I need to click on him. So I select targets, click. Yep, okay. And then we go into our character and we fire our handgun.
Ooh,
Very nice.
that's a hit.
Alright. And then we do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there 3 dice?
3d6.
You have a 3d6.
Is that right?
Yeah. Heavy energy pistol should be 3d6 damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it was
Cool.
a medium, it would be 2d6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Very nice. Does that knock him down?
Yes.
Very good.
He'd already been
And
wounded.
that's one of the good ones, right?
They're all kind of the same, except for the
Okay.
one.
I didn't know if the color mattered, because 2 of them
So
are
yeah,
orange.
he steps out to try and gain cover, and Zid sort of just peers around, brings his arm, sort of slow motion. He's like, huh.
It puts around right
Works.
through his head, and he falls over. Cool. Nice. I love that. Great description. All right, so that would mean this guy this way. But you already took your shot.
Correct.
So he was going to take a shot at the other two, but seeing you there, pivot, and he's probably actually going to wind up with a higher DV. But hey, part of the fun.
Yes.
DV-20, yes.
Alright.
Gonna pop one at Zid now that I saw that happen. Oh no, he's gonna pop a Zid.
Oh,
Wow.
that ain't good. Oh!
Oh shit!
Aye, aye, aye.
Of course! He gets the
God.
crit. No, he gets the perfect roll on me. Damn. Alright. Zid got all cocky for just 1 second and then he's just been popped. Yikes.
7 damage. Now, I will apply the damage for you if you want. And
Sure.
it'll actually take into account your armor and everything. So you actually only take 3 of the 7 damage. Your armor does reduce by 1. But it does mean you took a little bit less.
Wounded.
He's going to fire another shot and critically fail.
There we go.
Oh. So he critically hits you. Well, not critical, but definitely hits you, right? And then
Yeah.
does some damage, and then his fires again and his gun jams. So. Ooh, you did drop to seriously.
I did.
Yeah. Alright,
Healing
Seamus.
in this game is a little bit harder to come by, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have any drugs yet.
Well, you know, your doc decided not to take a healing drug, but to take other drugs.
Ow. Yeah, I mean, we don't have stems, nothing. I mean,
So if I step back in this alcove here, not actually in the room, but just like the half step back, would that give me full cover? As long as nobody comes down this hallway?
Yeah. But then they might do
So,
like Zid did and ready a shot to fire. You can actually take your shot and then move.
My gun's jammed, so what I was
Oh,
planning to do is
right.
move in that slot and then unjam my weapon.
That makes sense.
And I guess that'll be my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Save us, Zid. Let's go.
So Zid is up.
Alright, so I can sort of like move forward, take a shot, and then move back, correct?
I believe.
Alright, so my move is 7. So I'll go. Why can I not? Oh, because I'm on target, not. Okay, so I will go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. And then I will target this one. And then we will take a shot. That's a 14 on that one. Moved forward about as much as I could.
Yeah. EV is 50.
Alright, I will rate of fire 2, so I will take the second shot. There we go.
Nice.
It's just okay.
Hey, but just okay. Still a hit.
And we have 12 points of damage on that one.
Nice. Damn it.
I dropped something and hit my mouse.
Right.
And then he will go back to this and go 1, 2, 3, 3, like.
We have a move 7, dude.
Yeah.
You're
I
a
wanted.
boy.
They're quick ones.
I wanted fast.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was just like, do you really have that much move? Because I forgot, right?
I definitely do.
It's like, yep,
Yes.
yep, you do.
Yeah, Zid is a fast boy. So yeah, he'll sort of sprint down the corridor a little bit. He'll slide onto his knee, right, as he's
Yep.
moving. He misses, and then he sort of like, and then he sort of puts out the other hand, stabilizes, bang. And then he puts down his other hand, catapulting back, and vaults around the corner.
Well done.
Well done, Zid. Well done.
GG, my boy. GG.
You can tell your teammates that that's how you do things. All right. This guy's seeing no one. Going to move up.
Can he?
No, he can't see anyone.
No, like he can't. Like, he can move up.
He can move up if he wants to.
Okay.
And he's gonna ready a shot.
I didn't know if there was. I didn't know if there was a penalty. Sorry.
No, you're good. He's gonna ready a shot when he sees someone. One of the 4 of the intruders, so someone he doesn't know, is going to open fire. And this guy is going to get out of the way and unjam his weapon. And we're back to Blackstone.
Sweet, with a jammed weapon.
Yep. You can unjam and fire. Oh, wait, you can't see anyone.
Yeah. Huh.
That is
Wait, you
a
can
bit of a problem.
unjam and fire in the same round?
Yeah, if
The
you see
unjamming is
someone.
one action.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I think you
If
can.
If I
Um,
go out, well, no, I didn't want to do all that.
I just assumed it took your attack action.
Fuck, not that.
yes, I forgot about that consideration.
This is fine. So I moved. So if I move and then unjam, I'm stuck.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can move, unjam, and move back, but
It doesn't make sense. Let me think. What have I got that I can actually use? This is there. So my heavy energy pistol is what's jammed,
mm-hmm.
not my heavy regular pistol.
It's whichever one you're firing, which I think you're using your energy pistol. Yeah,
Well, I am
That's
technically
what's
using my
currently
energy
equipped.
pistol right
Yep.
now, but I can.
you could pull out your heavy
Yeah,
pistol instead.
I
Yeah.
was gonna just pull the other one out. It's got the same thing, so
Yeah.
I'll. Does it stay jammed if I put it away?
I imagine so.
It stays jammed
Fuck it.
until you unjam
Fuck
it.
it,
Yeah.
I'll just put it back to carried. I'll equip the heavy pistol 4. Alright, so it's full of ammo. So I'm going to step out and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, when you step out, he'll fire.
So like he fires like whenever I step like out. Like
Yeah. So
Like back
DV20
here. okay. So I'll let that go.
is part of why I'm specifying, because that's
Yeah.
technically when the trigger would happen,
Mhm.
which gives him a DV20 instead of 15.
Yeah. He's
Sure.
basically got Overwatch, right?
Yeah. I'm sure
Okay,
you're
that's fine.
heartbroken that you're taking a 20 instead of a 15 shot.
Darn.
Oh, yeah.
Does it still hit?
No, because he got you before you took a step forward. He's disappointed he didn't wait until you took a step forward.
Yeah, he is.
That will though.
Wait, so he like critted and
He has 2
Wait.
shots like you guys do.
okay. That's
So he's
right.
just like
Okay. Okay. So the first one didn't
Whiffed,
hit, and the
right.
second one hit really good. Okay. But I only got 6 points of damage. Okay.
No, you didn't even take that much because your armor.
Nice. That's right.
You took 2.
Okay.
Now your armor
Well,
reduced by 1,
Yeah.
but you also didn't take as much damage, which is really cool.
I'm gonna drop the status effect because
Yeah.
I pulled out a second weapon. So
You just
now
need to remember
now
that
I'm gonna move up.
still jammed.
Yeah. So I can.
So you can
move
continue your move now.
Up. So 4, right? No, 5.
Yeah, you have
I think
5.
I can go there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5. Is that gonna improve at all?
Well, measure it.
Yeah.
I think it might drop it to 13. Yeah, that's a
measure
13.
distance. Oh, I'll take
15
that,
across
yeah.
the hall, 13 to the guy who shot you.
I'll do the 13 to the guy that shot me.
If you step back 1, it's going to be 15 to the guy that shot you.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
That's fine. I just wanted to be clear.
Okay, cool, thanks.
I love that this measures for you the DV. It's so
It's
nice.
fantastic.
I don't have to be like, guess or count or check. I can just be like, measure,
Fuck me, at least it's not a crit fail.
right? That's still a 13, dude.
It still hits.
That's the thing. It still hits.
Loot.
Because you have such...
See, if I'd
Now,
like,
if you-
stepped back 1, it wouldn't have hit.
Correct. Now, if you look at your attack there, you see the little blood drop?
Oh, is that
In
where
chat?
Okay, great. Yeah, I can see the roll damage now.
Yeah, so you can either keep
I'm
your
not
sheet open and do
aiming,
it, or you can just
so
click
I'm
that
just
and do it.
just gonna confirm here. Nice.
Ooh. And you have
Drop.
correct guy tagged?
Yeah.
Bam,
Yes, I
11
think
damage
so.
given to him.
Okay.
He's not looking so good.
Great. And so now I'm gonna move back. Cover. My turn's over.
All right. That was a good turn, man.
It was a great turn. How we doing, Raven?
How did you have enough move to move all the way back there?
Oh, I thought it reset.
No.
Okay.
You stay where you're at unless you move back.
I think I moved up to here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. I thought that I got movement back, so that's fine.
Nope. All right.
It's all about learning. It's cool.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that is dirty. So you're right in the shadow where the lights are off. Just making you hard to see.
Oh, nice. Woot woot.
That's good positioning there, Blackstone.
So I'm going to count you as partially in cover, so the DV is going up a little bit.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You do hear that this gun, when it fires, is different than the others. It has a different muzzle report when it fires. A little bit larger. A little bit more potent. But it does shoot slower.
Sounds
He only
real
gets
intense
one.
when it jams.
It doesn't jam.
Oh no!
Ooh.
This sounds like a gun that I want to get my hands on.
So they're gonna spend their turns unjamming their guns. Missing so many shots that could have been put on you. And that guy's gonna ready a shot when he sees someone. Doc is up.
He's stable.
He is.
So
Y'all think
Let's
it's
see.
grenade time, or do we want to deal with that?
Oh,
I think it's like, so the only thing is, like, for me, if he tosses it and it's gonna catch like those people, is it gonna get me?
It may get into
what's
the
the
hall and
radius?
stuff. That's the thing.
If it gets me, it gets me. But like,
he
That's
doesn't
fine.
know that you're there, so.
yeah, it's cool. Like he can chunk it if he wants, or he can come back out,
Fire a
and
few rounds.
do more firing, and hope that he doesn't get hit. It's cool. It's up to him.
That is Raven killing his teammate.
Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Right.
What is the what's the coverage on that? Am I not reading this right? I don't see a spread on it. Deals no damage. Hits target with meat. Eyes. Roll DV13. Resist torture. Drug check on fail. Suffer damage. Eyes. Critical injury for 1 minute. Does not deal critical bonus damage. I'm just trying to figure out like what the spread of it is and see if it's actually going to get you or not.
I see what you're saying. Doesn't.
At least not in the little pop-ups that we can get here.
It's gas. Like, it's got to spread somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's not,
Surely
it's not going to hit one person.
Page 347.
We're all meat, so we don't have any gas masks. We don't have any protection.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're probably in the range.
I am probably definitely in the range.
Because we also need to know if it's going to hit us too.
It'd be
Not-
great.
I mean,
Doc throws it,
realistically, we're
and
not
then
that far
he's the
away.
one that fails, and his eyes are
Alright.
burning, and everyone else.
That would actually be quite funny, honestly.
I'm trying to figure that out. I haven't done grenades, so I'm new. This is new to me. Sorry, it's taking me a moment. First grenade coverage.
So chemical grenades cover a 10-meter radius,
Awesome. For sure.
I believe, is what I'm seeing. Although I'm seeing another thing that says, oh, so that normal grenades have a 6-meter radius. Chemical grenades, which includes gas or smoke,
Gases.
have a 10-meter radius.
Perfect. That's
I
what
would
we
get
needed.
that
Thank you
probably
for finding
sure.
that, Matt. I appreciate
Good
it.
job, Matt. Thanks.
So there's your answer.
And we're measuring in meters per square. A meter is a square, or is it 2 meters per square?
Let's look.
5 meters square?
Really?
Be wrong.
It's 2, I think.
Yeah, it's 2.
Oh, we're right. 2 meters per.
So it's 5 squares.
2 meters per square.
Given they're all bunched up like that, it does look like a juicy spot to throw a grenade to
I
someone
would
that
be-
doesn't
I
know that Blackstone's right there.
To be fair, like if you're including just the 4 goons, I'm actually outside of that radius. Just outside. I can probably smell that it's there, but I'm just outside of the radius.
So realistically, you'd want to try to aim like here, right?
Yeah.
That would put you.
See that.
I would put you at 10 if I'm looking at that right.
Yeah, if you go from like goon all the way to the left across, I would be outside.
There you go. You want a 10 meter? 10 meter would encompass him. Put it on that square there.
Oh wow! All right.
It would get all of. It would get. Well.
Yeah.
Again,
get
Doc
me as
doesn't
well.
know necessarily.
That's
well,
fine.
but yeah.
Go wherever he wants. It's fine with me. I'll take the penalty.
Wow, that's big.
That's a huge radius, actually.
All right. Why not?
I'm cool with it.
I mean, the other option is he could throw it back into the room, not knowing that the other guys have come out around the corner. He could step out and just fling it down the hall, or not even look, but step out and just literally
Seamus, do
throw
you
it
know
around the
where I
corner
am?
down the hall.
I
mean,
don't think
not,
so.
not unless you announced that that's where you were
Okay.
going.
Okay. I didn't know.
I don't. I mean, I can't. Yeah, I can't see you either.
Okay, no worries.
I can't even see any of the enemy right now. I mean, I will when I step around the corner, but
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, if Doc didn't want to actually step out and get endangered, but he wanted to throw the grenade, he could step up one to that edge. He won't see anyone from that edge, but he could literally like stick his arm around the corner and lob the grenade down, right?
I think
I
he
was
would.
gonna say,
I think
yeah,
he
that
would
or
try
like
to get it as far through as he could.
bounce
Now
it off the
that
wall.
does mean that he can either try to bounce it off the walls or pop it in the room. That actually is the other thing. What is the aiming on grenades?
I think it takes a skill check, right? Like a reflex skill check.
Something like that.
Hang on.
We're learning grenades, everybody.
no.
We're learning
It
grenades.
Yeah.
also didn't say that on the what you can pull up in the thing here.
Yeah. You can't even equip it. Okay, I was gonna say if you equip it, does it tell you?
No, I tried that.
I figured it's all good, man.
It gives it gives them a DV for resisting it, but it doesn't
Mhm.
say what you would use to throw it.
Yeah. Weird. Ah, shit.
Page 177.
Be back in just a second.
177. Thank you.
Apparently, an athletics check, maximum range 25 yards. It's under throw.
Yep.
This might be out of date
Throw.
information, but
Grapple and you're holding. Throw action. Body stat. If you want to throw an object, you can do so by using an action, making a ranged attack. Dex plus athletics plus D10, up to a maximum of 25 yards.
wow.
That's just an athletics roll then?
Yeah.
Because athletics is already a dex
It's already dex.
skill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Well, we know how to do it.
Yeah, we would click on your athletics skill and roll that and see what you get.
That'd be Doc. I don't know if anybody else can roll for him. I've got his character sheet up looking
Oh,
at
I
it.
can. Got you to.
That won't.
I'm sorry.
Won't let me. Yeah.
It says 18 meters, DV 15. They say if you're throwing it to use the grenade launch DV.
That's what it says.
Cool. All right.
Seems pretty good to me. Like,
Yeah. No, it's cool. I'm just verifying that we're following the rules, right? I don't want to go slow, but I want us to learn the rules correctly so that we know, right? So it's one of those things.
it
So.
seems odd to me that it would use
Grenade
a
launcher DV.
specialized
Yeah.
tool like that. But
Well, the grenade
what I'm
launcher DV chart is not the nicest chart.
okay, gotcha.
And it
Alright,
does
well,
say
let's use
you
it.
max of 25 yards. So they're saying your grenade throwing is a little bit easier to do, but you are limited how far you can go.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
Oh yeah,
Lucky
boy.
dog.
Ooh, yeah. He threw that grenade.
Yep.
Like
All right. So where
there
did
was
you want it?
Nothing else in the world.
Did you guys decide you wanted it in the room where he last knew there was people?
Just inside the door or something. Yeah.
Because
I
before,
mean, if he throws it that direction, it's going to hit one of those guys. So I imagine it's still going to land it. I mean, unless he can, Tom Brady it between the two of them or something. But
well, I would think he'd throw it into the room if he could. Like that would be kind of where he's aiming, based on where he threw the
I think so. Yeah.
dumbbell.
about
The weight isn't actually a dumbbell. He pegs that in there,
Well,
right? That's what I
Was it a plate or was it a dumbbell? I thought it was a plate or something.
No. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It wasn't actually a whole dumbbell. It was just
Yeah.
It was just the single weight, the disc, right? The disc weight that you put on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm thinking he would have thrown it back in here, based on that,
I think so.
because then he's trying to get the people in the room. He didn't know the ones came out.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
I think so.
All right. I'm trying to make the right decisions and stuff. So
All right. So he threw it like all the way back there.
yeah,
Okay.
because it made the most sense that he would throw it back into the room where he remembered them being. He doesn't know they came out of the room.
Makes sense. Absolutely.
Resist, drug. Where is that? I'm torture.
it's under body skills. Last one from the bottom above stealth.
Just above stealth. Yeah.
That why it wasn't showing.
They don't have it.
Well, they're technically supposed to. It's just not showing on their list because their list wasn't fully done correctly. Because I'm learning, and that's a 12, not a 13. I believe it said 13.
That's a fail.
Yep.
I want to see one of
13.
them crit fail. I want to see one of them crit fail so that like their eyes melt out of their head or something.
I believe it says there's no critical.
Hmm.
Blotted. Yeah, on a fail. They just get the critical out. Which that means we need to take the grenade off his list of items.
Yes,
I mean, that was a good use of the grenade for sure.
I reckon it is.
So he has eyes. This is going to take a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what we have to do.
There's a few of them that have to make the rolls.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Hey, he made it.
Boo.
Hey now. They need to
You're
be
a
able
rock
to
star.
see so they can shoot you better.
Oh, the better to shoot you with.
Well, that one failed.
Rip.
I'm going to mark them as blind so I know which ones, but it's not technically blinds.
Sure. It's just a sight.
It's the closest we've got.
Right, because it's technically the D&D status effects that it shows on there.
Conditions, yeah.
But that's at least gives us something to easily tag them with, right?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh.
That one passed.
Oh, he made it. And that guy is not
But you said
fully.
it was
That guy's
15.
out of it. Okay.
Was it 13 or 15?
13. Okay. So now I need to give them that critical injury. So we... Critical for eye. Damaged eye? Or lost eye?
Damage stuff.
What I was thinking.
Is there a way for us to see the hit points they have on the?
Don't think
on the
there is
list
for
of,
you
like-
to.
Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to be able to.
I'd rather not anyway, yeah, personally.
So yeah, that area has gas in it for a while. Does it say... It says that the effect lasts for a minute. Does that mean the gas cloud lasts for a minute? Or the effect they get from it?
I mean, I would expect it to evaporate.
Yeah, that's kind of
Pretty
what I was
quickly.
wondering, like how quick it would dissipate fairly rapidly.
But then, like, so a minute.
It says
in-
the injury
in
for a
combat
minute.
Time. A minute in combat time is really, really long.
Yeah, and that's how long they
It's like-
have that injury for.
It's like a boatload of turns.
They
like,
basically
what,
have the injury for the rest of the
like the rest
encounter.
of combat.
Mm.
So that was a very good use of that particular item. And I know who I'm targeting next.
Seamus.
I'm
You
gonna
see
take a
Doc
half
step back out of the room and chuck a grenade down the hall.
I'm gonna take a half step out and kind of start at this guy here, and then take shots at him since he's in my hallway.
Yeah. I'll be getting some different on looks as well for these guys later on. I just need to actually have a few moments where I'm not trying to, you know, fix things in the house every 10 seconds.
So 15,
No,
DV
6
13,
meters.
I believe.
If you go DV on your
Yeah,
guy,
it's 13.
you
It
actually
looks like.
select pistol. Yeah, and then you can measure, and it actually says 6 meters DV 13 pistol. But actually, if you measure it with the DV selected from your guy, it'll actually straight up tell you. So you're still just measuring. If you right click on your guy on the lower left hand corner, there's a configure DV measurement.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
DV 13 pistol is what
Yep.
it says.
Yep.
All right, I rolled the damage as well. I'll take my second shot, I guess.
So let me pop that on him. It's a 14. That one's dead.
I was gonna say like that 14 probably took him out.
All right, well then I won't have to attack him.
Nope.
I guess I'll pop a shot at one of the other guys in the hallway here then.
That's a good idea.
'Cause that's the only other ones I
That's-
can see.
And that's the one that So you were behind cover whenever
Yeah.
when I hit. So
He doesn't
Could
know.
I see something different about these guys' weapons? Would it look different?
All of them look the
I mean, I would have heard the difference.
right.
but
All of
I
them look
wouldn't know which
basically
one
the
was firing.
same. If you want to roll a perception check, I could give you a chance to look and see who had the
I'm
different.
hoping that he would. I'm hoping he would see like that he has some damage on him.
17 for the perception check.
Bless you.
He was looking for the one that had the bigger gun, not
Okay.
for the one that's been injured.
Ah.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
that's why I was asking for that. Now, if he's asking which one looks
Yeah.
like they'd been shot, depending on how wounded they are, I'd give that to him, right? Without a roll. Okay, but that's high enough. I will tell you that the one that's right outside the doorway not halfway into the hall, is the one that has the nicer looking gun.
Alright. I think I'm going to try to target him.
The one with a better gun or the one that's injured?
With a better gun.
Okay. Fire away.
Let's see.
I believe that's a 15. Yep.
Fire away.
15, alright.
Nice.
16.
Oof. Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Look at that 14 damage again.
Man,
Nice.
dude.
I fixed my gun when I unjammed it.
Must be.
Man, these Chooms are like really bad.
I just started getting
Mic
a
is,
lot of static on my headset. So are you guys hearing any static or is it just mine?
Yeah.
I'm hearing it.
It's okay.
Okay. So it's not mine specifically.
Appears to be gone now.
Yeah.
It must have been me.
Okay. No, it's all good. I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just like, I was trying to figure it out because I'm like, I've not had this before. What's going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm doing my best to like mute whenever I like put something in my mouth to chew. So
It's all
I
good,
hope,
man.
like,
I appreciate it.
That doesn't come through.
Yep. But yeah, that was a solid hit. Nice work there, Dimension. Seamus did good work. Zid, you're up.
He must be a bit more beefy than than the others. And I'm also gonna step back.
Oh, he absolutely is. He's not like he definitely is dressed differently.
Well, it's worth a shot, right?
He's dressed a bit nicer and everything, where the others are just rags. He actually has a little bit of gear.
Alright, I will move to here. And I will target this one. Because, I mean, I haven't seen anything. I'll just target the one that's nearest me at this stage.
Roger. Makes sense.
Zid's not especially used to a whole ton of combat either. I mean, he's trained.
Right.
just
It's not that he's never seen combat. It's just not his primary function.
correct. Alright, so we will roll an attack.
I mean, that's definitely right. There's a difference between, hey, this is what I usually do, and, well, I know how to do it, but it's not usually my pick.
I'm only at a 12, but I'm only 3 squares away.
Base is 13 dB,
Alright, I will shoot again.
which you're at a 15 dB. If you're one closer, it would be 13.
Alright, well, we just scrape by and get that second shot in.
Nice, nice. A solid hit.
For 11 points. And then I will scoot back again. Behind this cover.
So that is a nice solid hit. Apply that damage. 11 damage. And leave. Yeah, that takes that one out because he had already taken a hit.
Excellent.
You guys are doing fairly well. Now this was
Matt, you're,
meant to be a bit of a brute fight, right? It wasn't meant to
Right.
be a joke by any means.
Oh, it doesn't look like a joke.
No.
What you were saying, Azrael?
but you're kicking ass. I mean, like I'm sitting here with a jammed gun and like like just hanging out in the shadows, and you're You've killed.
I
two
think
people, so
Zid's
kudos
taken
to you.
some inspiration from Blackstone when he just one-shot those guys in the first room.
Yeah, no, you definitely are showing them how to shoot. Like, you've not gotten a jam, and you just, like, lay these guys out.
You do see like sweat beads pouring down Zid's face. He's sweating it out. But he seems to be doing okay at the moment. All right.
This is seems to be going better than your net run you did.
Oh, for
sessions
sure.
ago.
Yeah. I mean, we just scraped by that net run. It was very close. So
This guy moved up, and he's gonna go for Doc, because that's who he can see. That's a hit. That's not.
oh,
Ooh. Oh no, Doc.
Aw. Damn, Doc. I am gonna be dragging your ass back.
Well, he has 14 still. He's back to serious wounded, and he needs to stabilize. And that's his turn. You guys hear Doc scream as he's shotting once more. Now, Blackstone, you do know that the guy in front of you there, that's right in front of
Yeah,
the
he's got
doorway,
the-
has the bigger gun.
Yeah.
If he does hit, it's worse.
Yeah.
Same time, the other one's messing up Doc, so they're both need to be taken out quickly.
Yeah. So I am going to go this way. I think that gives me a
EV13. EV13.
there. 13 for both. I am.
Keep in mind, the guy who just shot Doc hasn't been wounded. The other guy has taken a pretty good hit.
Repeat that.
The guy who shot Doc hasn't been hit yet.
Okay. But the other
The other
guy
one has
mentioned-
taken a pretty
oh,
good
okay,
hit.
said him.
You did
Yeah.
see a shot come from Seamus that hit him.
So I'm going to take a calculated risk. I'm going to go after the one that hit Doc.
Okay.
Does anybody else have thoughts before I do my rolls?
it's your roll, Ben.
Wreck him.
Okay.
Wreck him.
This is
There's
for you,
risks
Doc.
either way, right?
Yeah, it is. So, oh shit, I got the wrong pistol out. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna spend some luck.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a solid hit. Give us that sweet damage. Alright, solid hit.
Where's that put him at?
He's
Does
wounded.
he needs one more, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still up.
I'll hit him
He's
again.
wounded. He's just bleeding a bit.
Yeah, I'll hit him again.
Solid hit.
That should finish him
That's a big hit.
Yeah, that will take him out.
Nice.
Like, that puts him below 0.
Okay.
I could technically have to roll
now-
death saves and just be annoying. There's only one that I'd even consider doing that with.
Okay. So let's.
So that was your
So I
move
didn't
and your
use.
action.
I did not use a move action. That was my firing action. I have one
You
more
moved
action.
from the other side of the hall, I thought, up there to get a better angle on him.
Ah, okay.
Now, it's not your full
Was
move
that-
action, but I think you only
Okay.
moved like. Was it
I
2 or
moved
3?
squares. I
Yeah,
think
it was
moved
2 or 3.
2 squares.
So you still can move the rest of your movement. You have move 5, so that means you can still move up to 5.
I'm trying to think about. Do I have time to unjam my energy pistol?
No, you'd take it a full action.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine then. I will. Fuck. I'll drop back here.
Okay. That actually just ups his DV just a little bit.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I avenged Doc. Yeah.
it's his turn. He didn't like that you did that to his friend, so he's going to move up and try to get around the corner so that Seamus can't see him.
Okay.
He doesn't like the idea of having extra targets, being able to, hit him.
I couldn't see him anyways, so
Actually, there would probably be,
Fox
yeah,
on
he'll go
him,
there.
sir.
One shot. Are you ready? This for all the marbles.
Ooh. Ooh. Ouch.
He only gets one shot, but it's a doozy.
See it. That's a lot of damage. Okay.
That actually
That's
is
a
low.
lot of dice, but
That's
not
low.
too bad.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
low.
We
damage.
saw all the dice rolling and going, oh, crap.
He barely got a
Not
15
so
on that.
bad.
Yeah, right?
Whew.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
that,
I got.
that
was
is
just
a
like,
big
that's like
hit.
a scratch.
But what it should have done is definitely more than that. But hey, them's
That's
the
less
dice,
than average.
right? That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
It's a good bit less than average. So your armor did soak 3 of that for you. So you only took 12. But that does mean your armor's dropped again as well. So you're definitely probably going to want to repair your armor. Even though you're not technically supposed to have the armor, you're going to have to figure out how you want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But now you see the value of armor. So that's his turn. Went up, aimed right in Blackstone's face, and nailed him right in the body. Since he didn't do technically an aimed shot, it's not the head. But that was it's brutal.
Now I get the feeling that I should have hit him first instead of the other, but it's fine. I avenged Doc.
I like
You're
that
welcome, Raven.
choice.
Alright, sorry about that pause. Started hacking my lungs a bit. Great fun. Alright, so he's going to take a shot on good friend Seamus because he's able to get an angle on him. What's the DV? I guess it's 15? Yeah. DV 15.
I don't get anything for cover, right? I guess it don't matter.
That one, it doesn't matter. What cover? You didn't need to worry about it anyways. Both shots
He's just
ricochet
hitting
off
the
the
wall.
wall in front of you. Just and they ricochet and hit Doc. No.
You're funny.
Oh, man. That would just be mean.
It would be very mean.
Alright, that guy's going to ready a shot. If he sees someone, he's going to take the shot. This guy's going to... move up. He hasn't seen Blackstone, so he can't fire at Blackstone until Blackstone fires. but he's going to ready a shot to also try to hit someone if he's able. Yeah, he'll go there. Doc is up.
I mean, does he need to stabilize again?
He can,
Or-
but that's something that you need to do at the end of combat before you can start healing. Keep in mind, natural healing takes days to do, right? This isn't a super sci-fi game. It's closer to real.
Then I say you just take some shots. I mean, I guess. So he messaged me on Discord and said he would want to run in there and use people as shields and stuff. But with him already taking the amount of damage he has, I don't know if that's a good idea. So I'm thinking just
Sounds like he's
peek
letting you
around the
make the
corner
call.
and take a couple of blasts.
Sure. From his current perspective, he sees no one, but he can do the, move action, step out, fire, move action, step back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Now, if he steps out, he is going to get one that shoots at him. That ready in action.
I think he would.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. He doesn't know that they readied in action to shoot, right?
Yeah.
And it's a DV-20. So they still might hit, but it's not like a DV-13 where, it's right up close and personal and just hitting. Which, of course,
Of course.
right? I mean, it's not like they can get a DV-20 very easily. Crit, 25. Yeah, check that out. A 9 is a 17. They have to get a 10 to make that.
Yeah. At least it's.
It's fairly low. He just doesn't have any more armor to abate the damage.
The leather's just like hanging off him.
Oh yeah, no, he's gotten shot so many times this combat. His armor's ripped to
I
shreds.
mean, it's better than having no armor.
Yep.
I mean,
So,
I'm pretty sure the dog would be dead if we did give him armor.
oh, absolutely. If you guys didn't salvage that armor, well, I mean, think about all the shots you would have taken, right?
Mhm.
That's 4, 3, 2, 1 damage more you would have taken, right? So that's an extra 10 hit points that all of you would have taken. But you can go ahead and finish Doc's turn, by the way. What do you want him to do?
Take a shot.
Yeah, actually, Doc
guess
has 10 hit points right now. That would straight up have killed him. Literally, he has the health that the armor gave him right now.
It's amazing.
All right. Who do you want him to hit?
Probably that closest guy, honestly, because that's the first person he would have seen.
Okay. He is
You mean the
a
guy that's like near me?
bow crossbow. No, because he's around the corner.
The only guy in the hallway he can see.
Oh, okay, all right.
That is a 13. That's actually not a bad. A 13 for that's not bad. Now he only has one shot, but
Use luck.
I know.
oh,
That's why we have it.
I mean, I'm not using it because you guys didn't tell me to. I'm letting you guys make that
Damn it.
choice. Did you want to?
I didn't even think about it.
Okay. Yeah, if you want me to use luck on his, since right now I'm the only one that has access, then I'll go ahead and do that. Just tell me. He has 6 points, so tell you what, since I will
Sure.
let him have burn 1 and let that hit. But next time, yeah, just if you guys want to
Yeah.
use luck, just tell me.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that is a big hit.
Yeah, that takes him right out.
Should have got an energy caster.
Keep in mind, it's single shot.
Mhm.
So
Still, single shot for 20 is.
no. I'm not discrediting the fact that it has the extra dice. I'm just pointing out that it has actually the equal amount of dice that you roll. You just split yours between 2 shots. So it's actually literally the exact same damage output.
Well, mine is like 3d6 twice.
Oh, yours is
So-
3d6 twice, so yours is actually better.
Yeah, like, so a medium pistol is 2d6. So
Yeah.
this is basically the same as a medium energy pistol.
Yeah, so technically yours is better than his just because you have the extra dice you get. It's just it's one less per roll. You just get 2 chances.
Yep.
So, and then we'll have him move back to cover. Said.
Thanks, Doc.
It's Seamus. Doc steps out and you hear
Seamus is gonna take a half step back into the hallway. Am I not clicking the right button?
Seamus go fall.
It's gonna take a half step but it's not letting me go. There we go.
Keep in mind a half step at this point doesn't really matter. Because you're just going to step back into cover. Would be my guess. So just step.
I can see
fire.
this guy. Does that mean I can get a line of shot on him?
Yeah.
This guy
There's
have
2
target?
guys you can try to hit.
I mean, it's cover now. Just no partial.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get him then.
What did partial cover give? I don't remember really seeing.
There's no partial.
There's no
Nothing.
partial.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And
Cover,
full
in
cover
cover,
means you
not
can't
cover.
target them. Half cover or
Yeah.
partial cover doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure because I mean, like in my mind, I can't shoot around that corner. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not in the movie Wanted, so I wasn't sure how that worked. So I just want to make sure.
No. You're you're completely right. Okay, you're completely right and good on that. Since he has part of him, I would say that you can still take a shot on him because there is a little bit of him sticking out, right?
Yeah, and that's fine. That's why I asked before. I just said I'm shooting that guy.
Yeah,
'cause
if
I
you
wanna
think
make
about
sure.
a corner, right? If someone's at a corner, you can usually see a bit of them. Now, I could see upping the difficulty, 1 or 2 or something like that. But still, I would say you can give it a shot either way. So go for it.
15.
Fitting to hit. So
This should,
game rules don't have
knock on
cover.
wood, this should finish him off.
Don't care for that damage too much, but
And he's hurting pretty good.
Damn it.
well, I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Probably a good idea if you want to deal with him.
Shit.
Kill.
Jam.
All right, and then I'm gonna curse my weapon and sprint back into the corner.
That is great.
Go sprung for
It's
some
great.
better weapons here. So I guess my next question is about reloading because I've done 8 shots now,
Yeah,
and my pistol has 0 ammo. Is that just like
it's an
just
action
reload,
to
or do I have to
reload.
do an action next? So I'll have to unjam, and then my next turn I'll have to, or can I unjam and reload if I don't move in the same turn?
Technically, you could just pull out your medium pistol if you wanted.
Yeah. Okay. But,
But yeah,
if
otherwise,
I decided to unjam,
think-
I could unjam and reload, right? Since that's 2 actions if I don't move, or does that work? I feel like this is going to come up later, even if we don't answer now.
No, you're right. You're right, and I'm not sure. That's one of those things that I'm like, I haven't seen that stated in the rules, and I've read through, I think, all but a couple pages. That doesn't mean I didn't miss something in the read through, right? Because there's so much.
Yeah, it's fine. We can look it up at some point. I can just pull out my other pistol next round.
That's what I did. Like,
Well, I was
my
trying to
other-
see
my
if
other
there
pistol
was,
still jammed.
if it said what it is to reload. Okay, reload is an action, so yes, you'd have to do that separate.
Same thing as jamming.
Yep.
The unjam, it's an action too. So
Yep,
And
just
you
out
only
on
get
that
one
sheet.
like major action.
Correct.
Okay.
You get
No.
what? You get your movement action and then your major action, and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can split your movement action into half and half.
Correct.
Huh.
As far as I'm aware, that is the rule.
Sure.
If you guys find something else, feel free to tell me, because we're trying to play this correctly. It's just we're all
Yeah.
new to it.
Yeah.
So Zid is up. What you got for
All
us? Zid?
right. Well,
Save me, Zed.
will-
Save me.
Save me, Zid. You're my only hope.
Yeah.
I was saying in the chat, like, this takes me like back to like, so y'all's got an audio alert for like when he has to save games, and he's like, it's the song "Save Me."
Yep.
Alright, he will target this one. He will fire.
Nice lady. Obi Zid Kenobi.
No, that is not gonna make it.
Oh, that needs a 13.
I am going to roll again.
If you'd used a point of luck, that would have hit.
Yep.
I'm a lucky bastard for a reason.
Hey, for the modifications you're going to do, luck is really important. Like when you do those rolls, you
Oh.
might dump all your.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Sid runs out. It's like,
God, not again. Wait, no, this is your first one.
this is my
It
first
is.
one.
This
It's
is your
like,
first one.
Oh, my luck's
He
run out.
runs back.
Oi, not been with the Irish enough. Got no lucky left. Blackstone, you're up.
I
Yes,
don't hear
sir.
nothing about look at the Irish. So look how many times my gun is jammed.
Right, that fucker right there.
I
getting
wasn't
targeted.
talking about that or anything, you fake Irish.
Yeah, here we go. He's gonna get a pistol to the face.
Nice.
Might do more damage if you actually shoot him and not just hit him.
Nice. That'll hit.
That'll do. That'll do.
Oh,
Oh.
Not bad.
Good
Not
amount,
bad.
Good amount of damage.
Yeah, that guy's bleeding pretty good. He doesn't look
he's
very
not
happy.
dead?
No, he's not.
Holy shit! Okay.
He's
Sorry.
not a base level scum. He's a mid tier.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take another.
He's more like an actual
like
edge
to-
runner
I
booster.
really want to finish the guy off, so I'm gonna drop 2 more luck.
Oh. Nice.
No. That's
I'm
it.
I'm standing right in front of him, so.
Oh yeah, it's 13.
12.
He looks very upset.
Oh boy.
No, he's down. He's down.
He looks
Like
very
down or
upset
he's
and
like
down.
down or dead.
He's down. I had to mess with you though. Sorry. It was this.
Oh my fucking god. 2 direct hits. Jesus.
He took more than 2 hits. He took 2 from you and 2 from Seamus.
Yeah.
No, this guy was meant to be a little tough.
I lean over and spit on his corpse.
Nice.
And that dude, the dude across the hall is still alive, and he sees me do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they just both saw what you did. And they're not exactly very happy about that.
Fuck him.
That's the last thing on my mind right now.
There you go. That was me taunting.
It was basically how I kind of take it, because that was their leader.
Yeah.
So they just need a 13.
That's so well, none of those rolled out, but like that was for the shot to the shot to the body.
So Blackstone's about to take a good bit of pain.
So took
None.
5,
Nothing I haven't felt before.
and then another 5. Oh boy.
Ow.
Luckily, you don't get bonus damage from that, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
So next, so somebody needs to stabilize me.
Oh, sure.
Oh, he missed that one.
But you know what? Like I will take that. I will take those hits because that gets their attention off of everybody else, especially Seamus, and it gets it onto me, and I can take these.
Yeah,
hits.
you are down to
Even though
wounded, seriously wounded now too. But yeah, I mean, you just took a royal beating there. You literally took 4 shots into your.
well, 3. The other
Well,
one missed.
yeah, 3, but they shot at you 4
Right.
times.
Yeah.
Doc is up.
Need needs Doc.
Are they the only 2 that we can see right now that's left? Like Doc's, I mean, I know Doc's around the corner, but if he kind of peeked his head out, he didn't see any more, right? From his vantage point.
Suddenly cannot hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm yelling at my daughter who decided she needs to get out of bed and start screaming. Yeah. Yeah, there's the 2 there, which you can't see them from your current position, so you wouldn't know how many there are. You just heard.
Yeah, what I mean is, if Doc steps out in that hallway, would he be able to see at least 1 or 2 of those?
He probably need to get over that way if he wants to get a good shot on him. But she heard them shooting from around the corner, so when he steps out here, he wouldn't see him and could be like, "Oh, look, there they are."
2, 3, 4, 5. What's his move?
His move, I think, is like 4. No, it's 5.
No, I was gonna say he can move better than that.
So yeah, he can move there.
Is that 4? Is that 5 squares?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2.
So he could get up to them.
I mean, if he wants to move up,
So
that
I don't
far.
know what his ability that he has
Move
that
up there.
allows him to like pick up a person and use him as a shield. But
that's
I
just
think
a
if he can
standard
move
rules.
here,
But you
1,
have to
2.
hold him.
5. That's 5 moves to get him up there. If he moves straight up the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and possibly try to grab that guy. But
If
I like I
he
said, I don't know how that
to
works.
grapple,
so-
he can. Let's see here. Couple rules is a versus. Yeah, so it'd be a grab, and it would be attacker's stat plus skill plus D10 versus defender's stat plus skill plus D10. That would be what is done on the roll.
Is
So
that
it's basically a
brawling,
versus.
or
I believe it's a brawling. I'm just double checking. Yeah. Combat briefing, page 170 looks like. See if you see grab described there. I have a quick reference here. Oh, here we go. Melee combat. You want to grab Dex Brawl Skill D10 versus Dex Brawl Skill D10. Is that what you want to
I
have?
mean, Doc's got a base 14. I'm thinking he's probably going to beat this guy out on a brawl.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I think he's going to come up and try to grab that guy and kind of use him as a shield and just hold him there.
Okay.
I can just picture Doc like walking up. Target! grabs,
Yeah,
grabs him around the
exactly.
back, grabs him around the neck. We found you a target.
Alright, does 15 work? Yes,
Barely.
nice.
So he currently is
So
holding
what
that
is
guy.
what does the base mean? Because he's got a base of 14 and then level of 6.
Because he's seriously wounded, so he's taking negatives.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the base adds.
The
then.
base
It's your
is
stat and your skill.
your skill plus your stat. So that's your standard
Okay.
modifier that you'd add to your D10 roll. It's a combination of those two. For you.
Okay, so it's the dex and the brawling together.
Correct.
Okay.
And if you click on
Got
his
it.
roll, you can see it says
Yeah, I see that, but
Dex.
I was looking
brawl.
for the 14 there, and I didn't realize it was those two added together.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But it is. So he grapples that guy. Seamus?
Seamus is going to pick the right button here. Move up here, and then try to blast this guy with the other pistol that we have here.
Okay.
Guess I need to get off Doc's character sheet so I can actually look at mine.
I mean, hard to look.
Ooh, 18.
What's a hit?
$10 damage.
Solid damage. Yeah, that guy
Still
definitely.
standing?
Yeah. This is first damage
Alright,
he's
I'm gonna-
taking.
I'm gonna blast him again, or attempt to.
Nah, I think you
30
blasted him.
to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Damn.
Jesus.
Makes me wonder more if I should do that
Another 10
optional,
damage.
that homebrew rule I
Oh,
thought
I
of,
like
that
this.
every 5 or 10 above the DV on the hit, you get a extra point of
Injury?
damage.
No,
Not a
Is that
huge
injury?
thing, but it's at least makes it valuable, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that takes him out.
very nice.
Seamus is just like, fuck this shit, and just comes running around the corner.
You
and
run
just
up, point at the
blast
back
him.
of his head.
Yeah.
Executioner style.
Falls forward and slides towards Blackstone.
And then I'm gonna bend over. I'm gonna spit on his corpse too.
Alright, I will move out. I'm gonna move all the way up to this guy. Doc's got him grabbed.
Correct.
Walk all the way up to this guy. Now, Zid is not good at threats and things normally, but he will walk all the way up to this guy. He puts his gun to the guy's head, and he says, "Your man. Information or death."
He starts.
He's gonna ready a shot just in case this guy just tries to get away or.
keep in mind your gun is jammed.
Oh, it is. Yeah. So, but does he know this? Is the
No,
question.
not necessarily.
Right. So yeah, it's a partly bluff, but Doc's got him. So like, that's what I'm doing. Do I need to make a roll of any sort?
Be a sort of intimidation they have.
Oh, they have a cool. Would that be a cool or a streetwise?
Ooh, yeah.
Like a streetwise
That
rule.
cool.
Definitely a cool.
So
I mean,
we've got
there's
interrogation.
interrogation.
Ooh, I didn't know they had interrogation.
Yeah, you can do it interrogation.
All right, we'll make a roll. I'm going to.
You
spend
could do
some
trading. I mean, trying to get him to trade information for his life.
It's more mercantile trading.
Or
I think
or
interrogation's probably the
or would,
closest.
or would persuasion, because I don't know, he's got a higher base.
No, I like that Zid's doing this and he's not
Okay.
good at it, right? Like,
Okay.
so I think he's gonna spend
enough.
some luck. We'll make a roll. That's
Ooh,
a whole bunch
ow.
of shit. So yeah, I mean, this is what I do on my turn. Zid walks up and is like, information or death, and his shoulders are slumped. He's like got sweat pouring down his face. He doesn't look convinced by this. He's looking at Doc as if to say, please, bud, don't fail me. So this guy sees probably right through him. I think
Yeah.
that's
His voice cracks when he says death.
death.
Tea and cake or death?
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Nice.
Um,
Blackstone.
So I'm coughing violently
Mhm.
because of all the shots that I've taken. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stabilize this major, right?
You
you
can
saw the
stabilize
map?
whenever, but yeah, I mean,
Okay,
probably-
that's major, right?
Hmm?
That's a major action, right?
yeah, that's a major
Stabilize? Okay.
action.
All right. I am okay. I am actually going to move over here, and I'm going to. Obviously, I've seen the attempt that Zid just made, so I'm gonna look Zid in the eye and be like, "But, buddy, but thank you for trying. Let me try to talk to this person, or this something resembling a person." So, and then I turn and I look at the guy. Look, I understand that was your guy that I spat on. I'm sorry that I spat on him. Obviously, you guys don't like that. I needed to get your attention off my guys. You're not in a good place right now. You got the big guy here. He's holding you. You got 3 people surrounding you, and this other dude standing off to the side that literally just gunned your body down, executioner style. You're a little outnumbered right now, and I get that you're like panicked, but we need information. So I'm gonna roll a bit. Let's see. And I imagine that's what he sounds like, by the way.
Definitely. He's got some real tears coming down.
You like the background noise?
And she's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me at all, I promise.
It bothers me because she's supposed to be in bed asleep.
So I'm not gonna roll an interrogation because I got like crap, like absolute
You
shit.
still need to roll to see how well you interrogate.
All right. Okay.
Based on what you do, will alter
Can I
the
do
DV,
human-
but then you
Okay.
roll to see
All right.
kind of like like his presence, right, while
Okay.
he's saying it, sort of thing.
All right. So I'll since I have a crap base, I'm gonna blow 2 more luck.
Never know, you could roll a crit.
6.
Better than what I rolled.
6 probably didn't help, but I mean, just a little bit, my dude. Just a little tiny bit. A little bit of info. Just a little. We're all hurting here.
What do you want to know? Restless beasts, servants of the demon.
First, I want to know where all of our shit is.
How am I supposed to know? In the toilet.
Okay. Second, what are you guys doing stealing energy?
From a demon trying to live.
Third, what rifle? What kind of rifle is this? The guy. What kind of rifle does your boss have?
Are you dumb? It's a pistol. It was a pistol. It was just a...
Okay. Okay. Well.
So I think Blackstone would have known that, but I had to, play along a little bit.
So now I'd like to roll a human perception check.
You would have probably said pistol, and he would have said one that is used to take your skull.
So at this point, I'd like to do human perception to see like where he is, like mentally and emotionally. Is that the function of that? Okay. So let's see what happens here. 10. Oh, I didn't do anything, but I don't know. Let's see.
So, I mean, he looks like he might be trying to deceive you. You may be telling the truth. A bit hard to tell.
All right, so I haven't actually taken an action yet. So, well, are all those rolls major actions?
Well, I mean, the full interrogation, I kind of would probably say is an action because it was multi-level. It wasn't just one statement. It was like grilling for information.
All right, well,
Like
that's me.
If it was just one, nah. But when it's multiple
questions,
right?
No worries, it's cool. So now we're gonna let him see if he can get away from Doc.
Which
with all of this surrounding him.
he's going to do. Well, I mean, he doesn't want to die. He doesn't necessarily trust you all, right? I mean, why should he believe? Don't know that he's going to make it.
I mean, Doc would have to crit fail.
He's got him.
Yep.
Just squeezes a little harder.
Doc's
Hey,
up.
Seamus, you want to see if our friend Doc here could just snap the guy's neck and be done? We're not going to get anything else out of him.
I don't think the two of you have been very persuasive. But if you want him to, I'm sure Doc would like to.
Would you like to give your attempt at seeing if you can get anything else out of the guy? I'm more than happy to let you take a shot.
All right, I'll see what I can get out of him. And Seamus will step over, and I don't know if he dropped his gun when Doc grabbed him or what. If he didn't, he's gonna attempt to take the gun out of his hand and kind of dust the guy's what would be his lapels off or whatever, while Doc's holding him, just kind of almost being nice, but it's kind of menacing as well. Now, what are the lot of you doing down here?
Patient. What is your present? Because you don't sound like you're trying to be friendly.
Interrogation.
Sounds like you're being kind of using your presence. I think interrogation's good for that.
There you go.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
All right. So, what did you ask him?
Just ask what they were doing down here to start with.
Live down here. You have to. What do you think? Do you know nothing?
Well, wouldn't be asking you the questions if we had all the answers.
Do you have any answers at all?
I,
You seem to be clueless. Just woke up or
I've got
something.
one for you if you don't keep the trap shut, unless it's answering a question I've asked you. And he kind of like looks down at his pistol, you know, kind of makes sure there's a bullet in the chamber.
Yeah, the whole like pop the slide back sort of thing. Make sure it's all ready to go. Nice.
We've been brought here, and we don't really know what's happening. I sent down here to check on the energy situations.
Static again.
Been brought down here to check on the energy situations, and don't really know what's going on. You seem to be pretty angry with the people that sent us. Trying to find out why.
What, and you're not?
I don't know yet. Don't even know what's going on.
Should be reason enough. Just because we come out and we have some weird aspect to us, they say we're mutants and drive us off or kill us.
Where did you come from?
Same place you did.
Which is?
Complex.
Seamus is gonna look like to the other three at that, see if they know anything about that, because I don't know if Seamus does either, but
The ugly green eye telling you what to do with your life.
so if you were there before and then they run you off for the mutants, how'd you get the mutations?
It was.
Do you have any answers?
I don't know everything. I don't know what we... No, we're trying to live, make a living down here, we're trying to survive. Took some of their power so we can try to, you know, grow some food and actually not stumble around in pitch black. And some crazy maniacs come in and blast us all to death for nothing.
What is this place?
You mean this old section or where you came from?
The whole damn place.
Oh, some life tech underground bunker complex or something.
That's it, fellas. We're at Life Tech.
So Zid rocks back on his on the balls of his feet, on his heel. He's just like, shit.
That message was true. Crap.
You alright there, Zid?
He looks right at you, and he goes, nope.
Alright. About as talkative as this one here. Do we, do you three want to keep talking to him, or something else?
Goes, I see no reason. He says, I see no reason to be coy. If we don't like what he knows at the end of this, we'll kill him anyway. And he goes to the guy. He says, look, this isn't my real body. I don't even know what's happened to it. I don't know where my shit is. He says, look, do you know any way that we could get under Life Tech skin, you know, get our shit back, get out of here, if we might even be able to help with your efforts if it works out that, you know, we could get our shit back.
Well, he thought he knew a way out. Points to the dead guy that had the nice.
Mhm.
And we were trying to get stuff together to try to get out of here. But I don't know a way out. I think he said he had one or had a contact that had one. Not sure how you're going to get it from him now after you blew his head all over the wall.
Well,
Let's
all
get
we
something
did.
straight here. You all started shooting first. All we did was fix the power.
No, you destroyed our power. You took our power away from us, so we're all in the dark. We come out the door and you chuck a weight right into my friend's head. You're telling me that that's not attack when you nail a guy with a weight? Busted his arm all up, man.
That's just a workout.
All right, so what do we want to do with this guy? He doesn't know a way out. He can't help us.
Blackstone, you got anything else that?
Yeah, I
What is
mean,
it?
I don't. I'm starting to get a feeling of like this isn't. I don't really like killing people for no reason, and I realize that we've killed quite a few of your compatriots for seemingly no reason, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. I was doing it more out of self-defense, unfortunately. Just whenever our friend decided it would be a good idea to chuck the weight at you, myself and my Zid, we were in a different part of this area, so we didn't all decide to do this. Unfortunately, then everything devolved into like shit, and we had to defend ourselves. So I'm willing to admit,
Yourselves, we were defending ourselves. You guys attacked us.
I'm willing to admit that we made some mistakes. You can say like that you all were defending yourselves, but you could have at least asked first, like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? And we could have had a dialogue.
Yeah, that was the plan before you
Instead,
smacked Bob, busted his arm all off.
Yes. And I apologize for that. So, as an olive branch, I am willing to let you go. I am willing to let you go. If my compatriots are also willing to let you go, and we can work together to get out from under the thumb that is Life Tech. How does that sound to you, my friend?
Better than dead.
I would agree. How does it sound to the three of you?
Yeah, man, I just want to get out of here.
More information, get the hell out, get our shit back, move on with our lives. Seamus, how do you feel?
If it gets us out, I'm okay with it.
Sounds great. I
Long as I'm not
presume
going
that
and taking
I
the bullets in the back.
I presume Doc would also feel similar, although I know he loves his targets. But I think all of us need to work together, and we can gain. We each have something to offer each other. This can be a working relationship.
I feel like Doc might feel different just for the simple fact that, like, he has the guy, but I think Seamus can probably talk him down.
I appreciate that. At the end of the day, we both have something to offer. Like, you have your side to offer, we have more manpower, we have better training. So I think that this can be a good working relationship. How do you feel, my friend? Can you agree?
I don't really see that I have much of a choice. You killed all my friends and I have nothing.
I didn't want to put it that way, but I appreciate you seeing it that way. So, in that vein, I extend my hand to him. I show that I do not have a gun. I do not have a gun right now loaded with anything, and I extend my hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zid's unjamming his weapon,
Yeah.
walking away.
So I think we're working on de-escalation. I think
All right.
we can all work together. We have wounds to care for. I think that ending this unfortunate incident is a good idea.
Very well. Can I go?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that would you like to can we work together? We will not harm you. Can we work as a team? Would you like to join our group?
How? I'm not welcome back where you guys were.
Well, we don't exactly want to go back. Right? Sid?
You're still
Seamus,
wired.
We don't.
If you don't go back, they'll know
We
where
must have
you
to.
are, and they'll send a security squad.
Okay. Okay.
Plus, he
Fair
can
point.
be our contact down
That's also a very good
on
point.
here now.
Yes. So yes, is there a way that we can get in contact with you if we should need you for information or to send out a distress call?
Don't have a right now. I can try to find a way. I just have one currently.
So, I personally am really, really good with technical things. I fabricate, I make, I upgrade, etc. So if you need anything made or helped, fixed or repaired, I'm your guy. My friend here, my Jamaican friend, he's a net runner. He has access to jack in, do several different things if you need to. My friend back here, Seamus, he's our fixer. He's got our contacts, our network. That's his skill set. And my large friend behind you, unfortunately still holding you, Doc, you can let him go. It's cool. You can let him go. He's the muscle, and he's also our walking hospital. So we all have skills that can be helpful to you, and you have skills and information that would be helpful to us. So super. You are free to leave if you wish.
Thank you. Get on out. Does he stay around with all his dead friends, right?
And
Yeah.
now the scavenging begins.
Do we have a break coming up here?
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah, sounds like a great place to
So,
break.
this is probably a good place to break. Think about what you guys want to do, and we'll come right back in 5-10 minutes and continue the story of what happens after you kill a whole bunch of people who were trying to survive down here that you silenced. Back in
Sounds
just
good.
a little bit. Thank
All
you all
right.
for being here.
Thank you. Yep.
to all of you lovely viewers. So, after combat has now ended, what does our lovely team want to do? Need injury?
Yeah.
V13. You all have a -2 on the roll other than Seamus. What is your pick on that?
Is that first aid?
Yeah.
You
have a 7.
I don't know where it's not on the character sheet yet.
Lower right section, technical skills. So, first
Yep,
aid is
7.
7. So, if you get a 3, you'd be at 10. You need to get a 6 so that you can get the DV13 that the rest of them need. Now,
What do I need?
they have 10s. However, they're also at a -2, so they're technically only at a +8 right now.
Should I spend luck? I've got 2 more.
Question.
Gee, you have a lot of luck, man.
I have 8. I'm maxed out.
Holy goodness. Alright. I think I will try to stabilize myself and spend a point of luck.
Okay. DV right now is 13. Stabilize at your current wound status.
Ooh, we just scraped by. Thank
See, that's
you,
why-
luck.
See, that's why I want my luck. So.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna spend 2
Literally.
luck. The last 2 luck. The last 2 luck.
No, it's just funny though.
You're
like,
gonna crit.
literally, that point of luck is what did it for him. Ooh, there you go. Same for you. Wow, you rolled the
See?
exact same.
See?
Point of luck. Saving the day. That is...
2.
Yeah, use some luck on Doc too.
How much?
I don't have any more. I don't have any more.
Well,
But
Doc,
yeah, use
Doc
his.
can.
How
However,
much does he
Seamus
have?
could also. He has 6 total, and he has 5 right now.
2 more. You guys okay with that?
Mhm.
All right, use 2 more on him. Cancel out that negative.
19. Got it. So you guys are all able to stabilize. Well, see, he actually rolls decent when it's actually something about medical. Just don't let him do
Yeah.
anything technical or combat oriented.
He might roll decent because he's not rolling.
Nah.
Shh. Gonna go into that.
Shots fired.
Well, see, the
Alright.
I'd like to
the
move
problem
up
is,
and
I
take
think
a look in this room
Balls.
when I get a chance. By the way,
you what? Oh, check that room. Sure.
it's no rush, just whenever.
I think Raven spent too much time watching Wheat. Then
Dude, I've never even watched Will Wheaton, and Jarl all the time tells me I roll like Will Wheaton.
he basically rolls terrible.
He fails often.
Yes. You know how some people are lucky?
He's extremely.
Well, there's an
lucky.
opposite of that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that's me.
like, well, no, like so in Fallout, there's a what is it? It's not a perk, but like
Jinx.
What are the opposite? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just nuts.
Yeah. All right. So what do you guys want to do? Let's wrap this up in this area.
I would very much like to get that hand cannon.
Okay.
That dude.
Roll a weapons tech.
Okay. I
15.
get
Not
the
too
feeling that I
bad.
get the feeling that knock up. Yeah.
We're sure at a -2 right now, which is part of why you
Yeah, I
didn't.
know.
Yep. That's what happens when you get hurt. Hard to focus. But that is enough. I will go ahead and...
Okay. All right. I was gonna say, do I need to roll a concentration?
No, it's mainly do you make it or not sort of thing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's not letting me move it. There.
What
Get a
happened?
very special gun that's not just
Yeah.
available to everyone.
Okay.
Go. What else do you guys want to do while I'm working on this?
Um, does the guy have any special like armor?
No.
Okay.
And what they do have is shredded to bits.
Okay.
I think Zid's gonna just walk away from the others into
Okay.
the room with all of the loot and stuff that we got before, and so he would go quietly with slouched shoulders, and then you would just hear him. Well, you would hear some banging coming from that room as he kicks, one of the storage containers and mumbles to himself and maybe, throws around some loose refuse against the wall.
All right, there's Ed.
You only hear two words of whatever comes out of his mouth, and the two words that you hear are fucking life tech.
Alrighty. I will let him be and
I don't know if I like that.
cool off a bit.
All right. You have the new gun in your inventory there.
Sweet.
Oh.
Grassy ass.
Totally get why Zid's doing that.
Merci beaucoup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know why. Oh boy. It's a little bit personal here for Zid.
Oh, Life Tech loves Zid and his family.
Well, Life Tech's really here as the babysitter isn't the right word. It's the other company that likes the family a little bit more. But yes, Life Tech seems to be working as the enforcer in this situation.
Something like that.
Let's see. So I'm gonna mosey back here a bit.
Okay. Seamus wanted to check that room first, so I was going to let him do that.
Oh, all right. That's
Seamus.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
there's still a big black circle covering it even when I'm in here, so I can't really see
A
what's
lot of
there.
it is dark in there because you guys killed half the lights.
I do have a flashlight though, so I would turn that flashlight and kind of look at
Your flashlight
what's in
not
there.
working?
Everything that's in there that's
Oh.
black. I can just go under and
Yeah, no,
be
your
on top of it.
flashlight
It doesn't
quit
go
working.
anyway.
What was range on the flashlight? Do you remember?
I mean,
Lots.
it's like 100 meters or something.
Yeah, it was 50
The
and
bright
then
ass
100.
flashlight.
Yeah.
It was 50 and then 50, okay.
I think that was how we sort of worked out the wording on it, I think.
Is there
100 yards, 10 hours of light.
So if would there be a way to go back into the place and rewire to like share now that we've taken care of everybody? Can we reroute?
It's going to be harder to do that now.
Okay, no worries. That's fine.
You
We'll
could
do what
try
we
if you want, but
I'm not really in any shape to be doing anything like that. I have serious wounds.
Yeah.
Legit
Yes.
serious. I'm like limping around.
I think Zid's too worked up to even think along that line at the moment.
Totally makes sense. I think we need to take
There you
stock of.
Is it
What's
working
going
now
on?
for you, showing the direction?
It shows it for me. I'm right here, and I can see it too.
Yeah, it's on there now.
Thank you.
So yeah, you should be able to use the facing and see which way you want to look. All right. So yeah, tell me what you want to look on there.
Is that the what happened?
Scene change, please. Oh, we'll be changing the scene as soon as we get to. Or are you saying you want to see the table?
They don't see the map on stream.
Okay.
I think that's what they're saying. Do the direct. Okay, there we go. I got it.
Shift in the arrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna wander around this room and see what I see.
I'm actually
Matter of fact,
gonna.
the whole room is lit up for me now.
Do you want me to Do you want to search it together, Seamus?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are done stabilizing and stuff, then
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine.
I'm most interested in what's behind this area.
Yeah, so basically you see the whole area is like makeshift housing. You see there's a few bushes they have growing in pots that look like probably not going to continue living since they now have no light source. You notice one crate by the main shed that looks like it's probably the main person's base of operations. It's kind of a little store, almost looking area.
And that's what I want.
So you can roll a investigation check there, like we did before for the scavenging.
Yeah.
It was a... What roll was it? Basic tech, I think it was?
Yeah.
You want to roll and get whatever you can, or do you want to pick something?
Is getting whatever I can, like, is that always general stuff, or?
No, it's random.
Okay.
So if you get whatever you can, the DV's lower.
All right.
But then you don't pick what category it is.
No, I definitely want to pick.
Okay.
So
What
I'm gonna
category?
Roll basic tech.
Which category do you want?
I'm gonna look for medical supplies.
Okay, I believe that would be under... It's a separate category. Let me...
Oh, okay. Hang on. Shit. Hmm.
So you have
So I don't
cyberware,
want-
you have weapons, you have general gear, armor, and cyberdeck and program. So yeah, general gear. Include medical.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, you know, like we definitely need to heal up. But this looks like a special stockpile. I'm gonna go with Damn, this is actually a harder decision than I thought it would be.
Rightly so.
Yeah, let's just do general.
Okay. Roll your check.
Roll basic. Okay.
Make a basic tech build check. Determine the worth. Got a 19. You rolled twice?
Oh, I thought like I rolled and then you said make a basic tech skill check. Sorry.
Well, I was just reading, like, telling everyone what it was you're doing.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
But yeah, it's 19.
Here, I'll delete the other one.
It's fine. That gives you up to the DV17. Means you have 50 Euro bucks of general gear you can acquire. While you're doing that, we will let your friend Shemus also do a check. Shemus, are you looking for something in particular, or are you going to take what you can find?
I'll just take what I can find.
Okay. Roll a d6.
A D6. All right.
How'd you get a -4
That's not what I wanted.
on a d10?
I
Jesus
don't know.
fuck, dude.
Well,
Still,
because
Won't
it,
even let me click to see why.
yeah, it actually calculates in the additional roll of the negative. I'm not sure how you manage
There we
that, but it's all right. A 2.
2 on a D6.
That works. So go ahead and roll your basic tech check. 13. You get 20 euro bucks worth of weapon.
Okay. Can I check the plants here too, and just kind of see if I can identify them?
Yeah, they're basically a weird hybrid berry bush. Your guess is probably that it's something that Biotechnica created,
Gotcha.
that Life Tech either stole or built off of. So it's not like a blueberry bush or something like that, right? It's mute berry.
I was gonna say it's like a bastard berry or something.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's all that's in here except for these.
Yeah.
These tents and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So while those guys are looking through that sort of stuff, Sid will come back. He's done raging, and so what he is now concerned with the consistency of the labels above our heads and whether the people that we were fighting just now had those labels above their heads, the -R or whatever, you know, all of those labels that they had. He wants to, I don't know, assess that and see if there's, I don't know, any anomalies or anything in those digital markers of what we've seen in our overlay with the green arrows and everything else. So yeah, that's. Is that clear? I'm trying to be clear.
Yeah. So you see that above your head you can't see, right? But
Right.
you look down at Doc and it says Dark R1.
Mm-hmm.
You look in the room, you see Seamus R1 and you see Blackstone R1.
Yeah.
And you have the green arrow basically pointing back out of the area.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are these? Sorry. Is the green arrow a solid green? Is it sort of that sort of semi-translucent digital matrix green?
Yeah, no, it's see-through partially anyways, right? It's not like a solid green, but it is a kind of like a hologram green or matrix green, right? It's partially see-through. And it's the arrow that led you down here. It's the same sort of color pointing back out.
So I'm going to do a bunch of little experiments. Things like putting my hands over my eyes, seeing if the green shows through or above my hand, right? Like I would go from this distance and see if
It's always
see
there.
if it interposed
Yeah.
from that.
It's
If
always
I close
there.
my eyes.
Close your eyes, it's still there.
still there. I would spin around a bunch till I got dizzy to see what would happen.
It's always pointing at the right direction, meaning out. So if you turn around, it's pointing back behind you.
Yeah.
And it updates real time without any problem.
Yeah. So I would say to the others, before I started just randomly doing this, I guess Zid would just be like, guys, I'm not going nuts. I need to figure out what the heck's going on here. He's gotten real serious. Like, he was like, yeah, man, before, and he's not that now. There's definitely a serious level to his demeanor, and he's poking around the corners of the room. Is there any marker on any of the bodies that are now deceased?
No, you actually do
Anything that
notice
comes
that
up?
before you had seen one. You don't necessarily recall what it is, right? Because you're kind of hot in combat.
Right.
But you don't see one now.
Yeah. Now, those markers that were on the guys in the card room and this room, were they the same color as the markers above my
Yes.
allies' heads? Like, yeah.
It had a warning to it symbol, like, you know, the whole little lovely
A
exclamation
little
point sort of thing.
exclamation
But
mark or whatever.
other than that, yeah, it was the same. It's almost like everything, your whole HUD is in that color frame.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you for that information.
When Zid is done spinning around and everyone's done stabilizing themselves and Blackstone's done scavenging and stuff, Seamus is gonna kind of pull everybody together and do we want to hide the equipment we found down here?
That
Just in
sounds
case we need to come back and get
super
it.
excellent idea.
Do keep in mind, it is quite a trek all the way down here.
So I think that like we can actually establish this as a new kind of base of operations. Like, I know we have to go back, and we can go back because we completed our mission, quote unquote. We can go back, we can turn it in, see what they have to say, and hopefully our next mission will take us back in this direction. It's entirely possible that it doesn't, but I don't have a problem with stashing our stuff here.
Keep in mind, you do remember when you kind of go the wrong direction, your director seems to get upset.
Mhm.
So coming down here again may or may not be easily doable while you're being supervised, surveyed. So you can use this area. It's not a bad option. It's just difficult to access.
Consistently.
Yes.
Did you
So-
give us information last session about how much power we believe might have been taken, or Zed might have believed would have been taken with the 2 power machines that we fixed? Like, how much that's generating?
Quite a lot. You had a feeling that they both were maybe putting out half efficiency before you fixed them.
But I feel like it's enough to, like, power up, like, many layers of a big facility.
Maybe not many layers, but it definitely is a nice boost. It depends on what size the layer is, right? it had enough to easily power this whole area, like 6 to 12 times over, easily. But not being connected properly and efficiently and not being repaired made them not work.
Yep.
So Zid, I get the feeling that with our know-how, we could probably make this work better than it did before.
Or we could make it stop working.
Yeah, it's true.
Do keep in mind, when you did your repair and reconnect last session, that is when, as soon as you did that and the power was flowing, you did get that update on your directing arrow saying, you know, basically task completed.
Return. Yeah.
Right. So you do know if you mess with that.
Idle too much, yeah.
Well, it's not just idle too much, it's also if you undo it, it would cause problems.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys okay with the current state of the light down here? I know the bushes probably aren't going to survive. Is there a way to move the bushes into the current lights that we can save them, quote unquote?
They're in big pots. And so moving them is going to be very difficult and time consuming.
Okay.
I don't know if we need to. Don't know if we need to bother, unless we're planning on living down here if we get away. 'Cause it doesn't seem like he wants to stay here for very long at all.
If Zid wants to try to fix the power, he could. It's just the DV has gone up.
No. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I'm just establishing some baseline information because
Yep. No, you're good then.
Zid,
I just want to make sure.
things have gotten different for Zid, so he's looking for different things. He's trying to remember and place different things because now, well, I'll just say it, like his family's on the line here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just learnt that. Like he knew, so
Before he knew that his family was missing, now he
Right.
knows it's a little bit more connected.
right.
Okay. Yeah, so with that in mind, is there a place, like maybe on our way back, like that large duct?
Ah, now you're thinking. I did state there is a certain skill that is exactly used for this exact usage. Do you recall?
Conceal, reveal.
Yes.
Zid would be all about trying that. Yep.
So,
Same
that
with James.
precise usage is that skill to
Okay.
either find, reveal secret stashes, or to create secret stashes.
Okay.
That is exactly what that skill is for. So, like to create a dead drop, conceal, reveal. So, this is the time that skill will come in, and the higher you roll, the better you get for DV, right? Is going to be what someone else will have to get to find your stash. So, your 12 in conceal reveal is going to be 10 because of the negative. But still, that gives you a base 10, so unless you roll a 1, you're at least getting, better chance of a decent score. Now, if you roll 10 and get that exploding 10, then you'll really have a nice stash place. That is really what you want.
I've got a base of 13, so I can put that as well.
Blackstone, you just deleted yourself again.
What the hell? Okay, I must have typed the wrong thing. Wow.
I straight up saw you and you disappeared.
I see it now. I typed on the wrong keyboard.
It's okay. We just had that issue, right?
Yeah, now I know it's me.
So-
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
I want to make sure we were aware so we know how to deal with things. That's all, right? If
Yeah.
you didn't know,
Cool,
then
I'm trying to think of what I typed. Like, it's fine. Yeah. I was right beside the crate, like by the
Yeah, I remember.
doors.
Did you
Okay.
have the flashlight on you, or did you have
No,
the
it was on
flashlight
Seamus.
on? Okay, that's what I thought.
It's on Seamus, yeah.
So I guess the question now is, do we want to hide or attempt to hide our stuff here, or do we want to attempt to hide our stuff down that hallway? I guess that's our next step.
Yeah, I think we either do it maybe in the card room or around where the card room was, rather than this far down. Like, this is
Well, keep in
a fair
mind,
way down.
the card room with the turret, it was just before here. So
Oh,
if you're
well,
talking
yeah, I
about
suppose, like,
the
maybe
duct,
on the way.
the duct that Doc heard the voices in,
Mhm.
that's a ways back. Or your conceal reveal is your ability to actually create one, and depending on how well you roll, I could also make it closer to your base of operations, basically your barracks where you're assigned for the time being from
That
life,
duct,
right?
like, that duct is attractive for this, right?
Hmm?
The duct is relatively attractive for this.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely not a bad option for it. So
Well,
that
then it sounds like we want to try to conceal it somewhere around there, either in the duct or create something around there.
it's definitely like I said, it's that is not a bad option. It's at least a lot closer. Now, if you guys roll well enough, maybe Zid saw something on the way down back in, on the way out of the barracks on the way down to that first hall, right? Maybe he saw something near there, or maybe he saw a loose board in the barracks that you guys could, get a garbage bag or something and toss the stuff in there and hide it even in your barracks. Depending on how well he rolls, determines that. Like how close
So
it
we're
is, but
doing
also
this
how
in
difficult.
retrospect, sort of thing. Like, how much
It's
I remember.
yes and no. It's partially your memory, which is an intelligence-based thing. Oh wait, the skill's intelligence-based. That's part of why I just went with it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just currently you're looking and finding it, right? But your ability to think and be like, I do remember that loose floorboard back on level 5 that we passed. That's a lot closer to our area. It was really unnoticeable when we walked over it. That would actually be really ideal, right? Sort
I
of thing.
think in his mind, Zid is thinking not only about, but mostly about the areas around the nodes that he saw, because generally when you have a node, you might have some damage around there, and there might be
Right.
like something, So he's kind of thinking back around that. He will make his check around what he might remember nearby a node, specifically. And then the others can decide what they want to do.
That is not a bad option, sir.
So that's a 16.
Dimension. For Seamus's item find, would you want to find some ammo for the new fancy gun that Blackstone found?
I mean, if that's possible, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 is not going to buy anything in weapons, so.
It will buy ammo.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was separate or whatever. So if he wants to do ammo, that's fine.
That'll give him a few extra rounds to be able to actually use that thing, which it's a beefy boy. Oh, all right. And you get a 16. That's not bad, man. So yeah, you remember a spot back closer to that door that was busted. It's still a little bit inconvenient to get that far, but at least it's closer to your barracks than all the way down here. Coming all the way down here, is definitely probably going to draw attention, because you've already started noticing that things are seeming suspicious, that you haven't really been making progress back towards them yet. You're seeing basically, like, you being a net runner, knowing these things, right? You're starting to see, like, not that you're timed, but you know how long something should take, and it's starting to seem suspicious, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. And Zid would say, look, I think we need to head back. We got to keep the status quo for now. We know that something's going on. We know we might want to make a move soon, but status quo for now. Let's see what happens when we actually report back and see what sort of response we get. Let's measure that,
Mhm.
and let's drop these weapons as near as we can. And he would suggest this spot that he's just thought of, near the broken door, busted door, and say let's move. Otherwise, who knows what's going to happen.
I agree.
All right,
Very good idea.
so we're done with this map.
Great.
Sweet.
Selves back up the long, dark path. Back the way you came. You get to that broken door. And Zid points out this panel that you guys had kind of missed on the way down. And he goes over to it and shows you how you can jimmy it just a little bit and pop it off. And you see that behind, he's able to push stuff around, clear it out, and you have a nice kind of area that you can basically stash stuff in. So you guys are able to stow your things in there. You do know that until they're repaired, your armor is not going to help a whole lot. But you also know walking through the area with your armor or trying to repair it is probably going to raise suspicions. Yeah. So my guess is you probably stash it there for now, since you don't want to draw that attention to yourselves.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
And go back out with just the gear that you were issued.
Absolutely.
So you guys get out there and head back. You see, it brings you back to the science wing, the science room, where you guys, talked to that guy and were issued your equipment to check in equipment. Prior to
buddy.
debriefing.
How's it going?
He's not there. It's a different person this time.
Oh, damn.
It's been a while. He
Yeah,
apparently got to go on break while you were out.
Before we kind of trade in all of our stuff, do we notice on our hub or anything if there's a way that they're tracking like what ammunition we went through?
No, ammo's not being tracked like that.
Just wondering if we could hide some of our energy cells in there as well.
Uncertain. You do know they're probably expecting to see something about it, so they may or may not.
Yeah, I
be
would
able to
definitely wouldn't
detect
hide
something.
it all, but just, I'd probably suggest that to the others while we're kind of hiding stuff to see what they thought.
Well, I personally would like to show them this fucking gun that jammed. Need to work on your tech, because this is the shit that I've got from you.
Well, if you got to take the guns back, just suggested maybe leave a couple of energy cells in here as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zid's not going to risk it, but he appreciates that you've thought of it, and he says it's a good idea.
All right.
I've got.
Yep, 14 left.
Is it? It's not one per shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've got 8 in the pistol. I'll put 8 in the slot as well.
Okay.
Get down to 6, and then keep the 8 that's already in the pistol.
I've got plenty. I've got 22. So I'll, if you want, you can have some of mine. That way, we can spread out if they want us to check our ammo back in, just so they can see how much we used.
They will.
Yeah. So you guys can put your stuff away, and you can take some of mine. That way, they can see that we've used a good bit. So it was a firefight, so to speak. and so they can see that we used what they gave us. I'm fine.
Fair enough.
So how many did you want to stash of yours?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna stash any. I'm gonna split mine around among the.
Okay, so you
The
can
other
split
three.
them amongst the group and let them
Yeah,
turn them in.
I'll keep 6, and we can split the other 18.
Okay, and are you turning all that 18
most of
in?
them are
Is what you're
probably
gonna do?
go the other way.
What happened?
I'm just asking if you're still planning on turning those 18 in, or were you gonna stash more, or what?
Shit. I'll stash 6.
Okay.
So that'll leave me with 16.
To turn in, yeah.
Yeah. But if the others stashed and they don't have as much, I'm happy to give them mine.
Yeah, I
I'll
hardly
have-
used any. So.
Yeah, and I'll have 16 left total after this. I'll have 8 stored and then 8 in the pistol, so it would have been 16 total to turn back in for me as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good.
And I would have stored the flashlight in our gear
Yeah.
as well in there.
I assumed that was probably something you're going to stash.
I'll also stash the air hypo.
Okay, you just had to take the air hypo?
Yeah, I'll take the air hypo. I'll give
Okay.
Doc and Ab that.
Okay. I will put it to a sheet then.
Thank you.
All right. So I am just updating everyone's sheets so that
I'll probably want to put the Malorian arms in there as well.
Yeah, I figured
'Cause they're
you're
gonna confiscate it.
stashing all your
In the
armaments
the turret, everything.
Mhm. I'm leaving it on your character sheet so you guys know you own it. But if you notice, it shows that it is owned, not even carried.
Okay.
That's good.
So that's the little circle says that you own it, but it's not being
Yeah.
carried. And then you have the bag says it's carried, and then the hand says it's equipped.
Yep.
So I believe I have everyone's updated now correctly. Yeah, because you're only carrying your complex outfit. Because you went back to there and checked it in, so I figured I'd just go ahead and update them.
What about
There we
my
go.
so that heavy pistol and very very heavy pistol ammo needs to go as well.
It shouldn't be equipped. It should actually show that it's in.
Okay, it's just like it doesn't say. Like,
Yeah, it
anything
doesn't.
Like
It
equipment
doesn't.
or anything.
It doesn't allow you to say if it's in an
Okay.
inventory or in storage.
All right.
Later on, I'm going to get basically a shared storage box
Mhm.
item that
Okay.
you guys can all use to stash stuff in. Like it's actually going to be a stash, right?
Great.
Um,
Sounds great.
so we'll have that later.
Question.
Yep,
Where's my energy pistol?
it's gone. Checked it back in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were still at the.
No, so I
stash side or
basically,
not.
yeah, you guys said you went back to the science and checked in your
Okay.
stuff. So I just went through and left you with what you said you stashed and
Okay.
removed what you checked in. Because, right, you checked it back in. You no longer have it.
Great.
So once you guys are done in the science, it updates and says to go for debriefing.
Okay.
I'll head to the room.
Welcome back. Completed your task successfully. Please report what you find.
Well, we found a We found a small robot in the same room as the generators that were redirecting the power. It looked to be a very old robot, like a few generations old. Not anything that we've seen here. It looks to be pretty beat up, repurposed. Um, I couldn't find where the memory chip or anything was located. I looked it over pretty well. Um, and then Zid and I, we redirected the power back to the complex.
Very good. Any report from the rest of you?
I think Zid would be relatively forthcoming. He would say that something along the lines of there was an errant group of settlers, for want of a better word, who had redirected said power to power their biological food growers, and that we dealt with that, and had a firefight on our hands, and that several of the people that we fought during our venture down there had a different title or a different words on their HUD banner than us. What he wouldn't say is anything about, obviously, the stash, anything about what we heard in the vent, anything about the turret specifically, or the deal that we've made, but that we've dealt with the problem. It seems like the settlers have dissipated. If any of, like, we mopped up everyone that we saw. But there are areas beyond where we were that people may have been hiding out, that we didn't go and explore because our mission showed as complete. So we headed back, that sort of thing.
All right. It is confirmed by the rest of you.
Yes.
Seamus just nods.
Excellent. Thank you for your service. And then, hear a low hum. And you wake up back in your bunker, barracks. You don't remember who you dealt with, but you remember getting the power back on. You don't remember what you fought. You remember you had some sort of conflict. But there's a bit of a memory gap there.
Hey guys, I'm forgetting things. Like I remember like feeling like we had fought people or something. We had fought something, but I don't remember what. I feel like I remember talking and having a dialogue with someone, but I don't remember who or what was discussed. and I want to think that I remember having things, but we obviously don't have them anymore. Not sure where they are. So
You do remember
I've got memory gaps.
you do remember you stashed some stuff, like that part.
Okay. Okay, that's good. All right.
You just don't
But yeah,
necessarily
alright, so-
remember all
I've got
of
memory
what
gaps.
or those details.
All right. So Zed would go. Oh, that's a little bit odd. Well, the people that we fought, they were. Actually, you're right. And he would
Right?
stop and think about it.
Right?
I think the both of you have taken a couple of knocks to the head. I remember. Well, not much actually.
Exactly. Seamus, I want you to think. What was the last thing you remember before you woke up? And like I know like this is not being aggressive, but I'm gonna like point. I'm gonna point at him.
I remember Zed over there sharing what happened. I remember thinking he's talking a lot, but I don't remember everything that he said.
You do remember hearing that zapping sound,
The thing kind of,
and then you woke up here.
I don't know.
Fellas, I think we're in some shit.
You don't fucking say.
By the way,
This is some straight bullshit.
look at your characters if you haven't.
Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna see. Yep. O2. We are no longer allowed in the red zone. We are being used.
Does that mean we've gotten an upgrade, or I don't remember seeing orange.
You remember what you had before, yes, for your name.
So we had ours before.
We had red before.
And
do we
your
remember
outfits
the
are.
fact that ours stood for red?
Hmm?
Do we remember that our outfits were red?
Yes, and they're orange now.
Okay. So it sounds like we've been repurposed.
I mean, that's not the first time someone's done that to me, but that's usually in a better way.
I wonder if after we heard the zap, who knows how many hours, days have passed since we woke up between that and
Do
the
we feel
zap.
hungry again with that in mind?
Yeah, you notice you
the
do.
same way that we felt the first time that we
Yeah.
woke up, where it feels like we haven't eaten for like 3 days.
Yep. Now that you're actually asking and thinking about it, yes. You were distracted from it because of the other off-putting aspects that you were dealing with. But yeah, now that you're thinking about it, it's true.
So, while I am starving, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk over to the door.
Well, as you get up, you actually notice that the stations in the wall pop open with kibble and water again.
I'm gonna wolf it down.
Or probably like kibble in Nicola or something like that. Some fizzy pop
Do we
drink.
remember that it was water before?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, we must have actually done a good job, because they upgraded us from water to soda.
Fantastic.
Maybe they need us to have some caffeine and some some energy. So while I'm eating and drinking, I'm thinking, and in between bites, trying not to talk with my mouth full, but ends up happening anyway. So I wonder if they scanned our brains to see what we talk, like who or what we talked to, like what are optical nerves, like what we saw, like if they saw that we were talking to the, like whoever we were talking to, and that's why we can't remember now. They freaking like zapped our fucking memories.
I have a
said
feeling
we
it's
were-
one. So okay.
You said we remember the stash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you think that's if that was the case, they would have removed everything?
I think we
And
should
like, I give you guys a knowing look. Like, hopefully you know what I'm talking about without me.
Keep in mind, you have a feeling you probably are being monitored here. So talking in code like you're saying you're doing, Seamus, is probably not a bad idea. Now that you're starting it, you're kind of thinking that you probably should do that.
Well, honestly, out of character. Like honestly, like if we think that we're being monitored in here, it's entirely possible that they're like monitoring our they could be monitoring our thoughts. They could be monitoring
It depends if they've gotten that level of technology available or not. You're not sure.
Like our auditory nerves, our optical nerves. They could, for all we know, they have a security room where they can see what everybody sees.
Potentially.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about my next mission.
And I'm very interested to hear that as well. So I think we should finish up our kibble and get to work. Night shift, right?
Oh yeah, let's get to work.
Day shift, right? Morning shift? Is that what it is?
We don't know yet.
I
Right? 'Cause
don't
it
know.
hasn't
There's
been
not a window in here.
Is there like a, like, I don't know, not a clock, but like, is there something on the wall that tells us what time it is?
Just says shift 5 active sort of thing.
Okay. All right.
Probably more of a hexadecimal code that it actually says is active for the shift, but it says, you know, shift 5F currently active.
Well, I'm done with my food, so I'm gonna get up and walk over to the door.
And yeah, you guys just, you do see that it says report for briefing as soon as possible.
You fellas ready?
I was
Is the
born
idea
for
of
this.
deliver me?
And that is what we'll pick up next time with your next briefing. Ah,
Ugh.
how are you all
Oh,
doing?
it's getting real antsy here.
Oh,
Does he
Want my shit back,
remember?
damn it!
Yeah. Does he remember the stakes that he's learned?
the what?
Like that his family might be at risk here. Like,
You-
does he remember that part?
You remember that it is life tech here. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you so much. This has been good combat and cool end to the session.
Absolutely.
There. It's good to see those that could make it, and hopefully, Raven puts his family first.
yeah.
But it'll be good to see him back whenever he can be here again.
Yeah.
But I've had fun. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Been a
Thank you all for
blast.
being here.
It's been a blast.
Awesome. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to follow and turn on notifications if you haven't. Be sure to follow these fine, wonderful folks. As Jarls always says when for Death of Deities, and I say it here too, these guys gave up a time they could be streaming for this awesome game, making this awesome story together. be sure to show them some support and check them out when they are streaming, because they all do a great job. We all have an awesome time. Until next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you guys then.
Bye bye.